gentlemen, let's make sure I am able to be heard. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 2 if you can't. You should be able to hear me relatively clearly. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? What is you going on? What is you going on? Why am I not in the premiere? Why would I be there? I'm seeing a whole lot of ones. There it is. Gerald put 2 on, said Broncos country. Let's hide. Ryan put 5 on and said rest in peace to the OG Green and White Ranger. Jason. David Frank, thoughts on today's game so far, and what's your thoughts on the CM Punk situation? Well, first and foremost, rest in peace to the Green and White Ranger, Jason David Frank. I ain't gonna lie to you, when I saw the news this morning, rather devastating. I had to take about like 15 minutes to myself trying to gather my thoughts because anybody who is a 90s baby or hell grew up watching Power Rangers, you lived vicariously through Jason. And really, if you think about the Power Rangers, Jason's the first one that comes to mind. And for most, he's the only one that comes to mind. So to see his passing is very, very devastating. And I'd be remiss if I didn't take this moment to acknowledge, his passing and say rest in peace to that brother, man. And fly high, man. Fly high. Because it's crazy. Because you got a man who's touched so many lives and he took himself out, so that's very saddening. So I'll leave it at that. But rest in peace to him. As for the games today, very exciting day of football. Through and through, I enjoyed the games today. Of course, it didn't necessarily end in my favor with Pittsburgh getting a W, but it is what it is. The Jets and Patriots game was crazy. To have a game-winning punt return for a touchdown is absolutely wild. Baltimore was in a goddamn stalemate with Carolina up until 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's crazy. The Vikings got absolutely destroyed. So there's that. And we'll talk about that as the stream progresses. As for most surprising would have to be Minnesota not doing anything against Dallas, but we'll talk about that. As for CM Punk situation, it is what it is. I think I'll leave it at that. There's definitely some backstage stuff that's going on for sure. I think Punk has a bit of truth to, on his side. But then also I think things weren't handled as adults, let alone coworkers. So there's that. Moving on. Gerald said, put 2 on, said Broncos country, let's hide. Cedric put 5 on, said before we start, let's have a moment of silence for the Green Power Ranger legend, Jason David Frank. May the power protect him on his journey home. Yes, indeed. MDJ put 2 on, said thoughts on the Pats game-winning touchdown. Absolutely spectacular. Jeff put 2 on, said Chiseled, what's good? How about them Cowboys? Congratulations to your Cowboys. They got the job done. Peyton put 2 on, said gonna need some of them new clips on the stream tonight. Well, if I see fit, perhaps you can get yourself some new clips. Miss GH2 for 5 on said, can I get a year? Just watch the commentary. Perfect timing. Yes, indeed. If you guys did not know, the commentary is already up on Patreon as we speak, and it is loading on YouTube right now for the conclusion of the game. Today was a very jam-packed day to make sure that I got everything done in a timely manner, and I'm glad to say that I did. Trust Rules put 10 on it, said thanks for this stream. Chisel gonna need this for the next 2 hours before knowing that my favorite Power Ranger of all time is gone. Long live the power, JDF. Yes, indeed, I felt the exact same way as Kansas City gets a huge first down here. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I was very shook up. Like I said earlier, I was very shook up about it, for sure. And what's so, I don't want to say ironic, but coincidental about it was a number of different people talked about today. They actually thought about him and thought about the Green Ranger or White Ranger or Power Rangers as a whole this week for whatever reason. And I literally have a text exchange with the Mr. No IG from a couple of days ago, where we were talking about favorite Power Rangers. Let's see here. This was, what day was this? This is literally on the 15th. This is on the 15th of this. This is on the 15th of this, couple of days ago. I don't know if I could see, put the brightness. My son Romario. Let me see if I put the brightness up so you can see the date. I don't know if you can see the date at the top. But it's the 15th The 15th. We were literally just talking about that on the 15th, and then this happens to pass, man. That shit fucked me up, dog. That shit absolutely fucked me up. But may he rest in peace. Ice Tray put 5 on and said, first Kevin Conroy, then Jason David Frank. This month been gruesome for our childhood. That's an absolute fact. Zachary put 2 on and said, F's in the chat for Tommy. Yes, indeed. F's in the chat for Tommy. Tiger put 5 on and said, as a Bengals fan, good game. Yes, indeed. Good game to you guys getting the doggone job done. All right, good game to you guys getting the doggone job done. Now, first order of business after getting through the donations. Do me a favor. Click that link in my description, all right? If you haven't already hopped on to Underdog Fantasy, I need you to do me a favor and hop on to Underdog Fantasy if you have not already, okay? Because right now, okay, for anybody who gets on there and you use my code to sign up, any deposit that you put up to $100, they match you. So you got to double. And mind you, with the pick'em, you're simply clicking on the pick'em, and you got to choose between whether, not necessarily it's an over-under, but it's higher or lower. If they got Jalen Hurts throwing for 75 yards passing or lower than 75 yards, you go over there and you select, all right? I had my picks here today. These were my picks. I had some that hit. I had some that didn't. All right, but it's an opportunity to absolutely multiply. You know, you could $10 into 100, $10 into 200, whatever the case may be, $5 into 200, whatever the case may be. But these were my picks here today. Stephon Diggs let me down. Stephon Diggs let me down. He did get a touchdown before the half, but my God, he did a whole lot of nothing. But do yourself a favor and click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code Chiseled Adonis and get yourself where you got to go. All right, go win yourself a little bit of money. But we ain't talking about that right now. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Zachary put 5 on and said, Tommy inspired you to take up martial arts. Now you're about to be a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. And who dey? Well, damn, son. I actually wanted to take a little bit of martial arts because of Tommy when I was younger. So a very unfortunate sort of situation for myself as well. Tress Rules for 5 on it. Said, if we talking about favorite ranges, number 1, Tommy, 2 is RJ, Jungle Fury, one of the GOAT seasons, and 3 is everybody else. That's fair enough. As the Chiefs drive all the way down the field, and now they're approaching the period-colored zone. Or I should say they may already be in the period-colored zone. Yes, Carlson was close to breaking the field goal record. Indeed, he was. I believe he was at 41 field goals, and Vanderjet had 42, and I believe that Vinatieri had 44. So very unfortunate situation for him. Only to set up the field goal to go into overtime and then for Devontae Adams to win it. So that kind of sucks because his streak was broken, and then he makes a clutch kick to force OT, and then they end up winning. So it's like, damn, we won, but I lost my streak. But ultimately, it's a team game, so it's all about the W, you know? Jeffrey, put 5 on it. Said, was it my Ravens that played bad or Carolina played good? No, it was the Carolina Panthers played absolutely magnificent. But the Ravens did play bad, but it was more good Carolina than it was bad Baltimore up until the final, 7 minutes. But yeah, it was a little bit of both. But I think it was more Carolina than it was Baltimore. But then ultimately, Baltimore said to themselves, like, wait a minute, we know what the hell we doing, So there is that. MP1 said, you're up 21, but your opponent got Kyler Murray left. You need Kadarius Toney to get you at least 10. No, if you're up 21, you should be fine. I have no faith in Kyler Murray whatsoever. And Kansas City puts 3 on the board. They lead 3-0. They lead 3-0 after the opening drive. Basili said also Greg Roman's offense too. As long as he's OC, you ain't winning shit. That's a fair assessment. I think he needs to have some things altered because I ain't gonna lie to you. I agree with you 110%. That offense ain't it. You ain't fooling nobody. You're not fooling absolutely nobody. Ernest said, good evening, brother. Can you do game highlight commentary on the FIFA World Cup? I would much appreciate it. Yes, I'm going to the knockout stage. But it's going to be a Patreon exclusive because I can't run the risk with copyright. Copyright for the World Cup is no doggone joke. They gave me 2 strikes in 2018. I'm not running no risk with them. I've been on good standing for the most part. I'd be damned if I mess around and get kicked out of good standing due to, the doggone World Cup. Charles Brown, Patuan said, left hand up. We know who are we? Left hand up. Who are we? Yes, indeed. Don the King, put 5 on it. So what's up, Chiseled? Saw your video about the harlot yesterday. Funny how it's my girlfriend's time of the month, and let's just say I'm a vampire. Oh, Lord in heaven. What's wrong with you, brother? Why would you share me this information? Sir! Why? That's not what we're here to talk about. What's wrong with him? Call yourself Don the King. You're going to be a serf acting like that. Strip him of his kingdom. Arlen put 5 on and said, what's green, white, red, black, and riding the dinos on in heaven? Well, that would be Jason David Frank. Distraught put 2 on it. Said, who saw the Eagles game? I was at work all day. I actually had a chance to watch it. They played like absolute garbage up until the fourth quarter. A.J. Brown, for whatever reason, put the ball on the ground after he got Falcone punched. And then Jalen Hurts was able to put it together at the final drive, and he called his own number with very, very good audible, because I don't think it was by design for him to run the football there. I think he just called it himself. Although it did look as if he did design it, but I think he called it himself. A good job from Philadelphia being able to get that W, and it's an unfortunate loss for Indianapolis because Jeff Saturday coached them boys up very well. They played a hell of a doggone game, and he's not going to get credit for that. Now, I'm not going to lie. Through 2 games, Jeff Saturday looks all right. I ain't going to talk about impressive and all this other thing. For a guy who's never coached before, the people who he brought on with his staff, brought onto his staff and everything, he looks all right. He look all right. Peyton Patuan said, if you got a second screen, Grey Cup is on. I do not. And I'm not sure if I would be watching both, but there is that. Hayden said, Steelers face off with the Colts next week, Monday Night Football. How do you feel about both teams going into next week game? I'm confident Pittsburgh can get the job done, but I'm a little bit concerned about that run defense because I ain't going to lie to you. Jonathan Taylor's starting to really pick it back up for the most part, and I'm confident that, he's going to put together a very good game. So if Pittsburgh can, disrupt and force a couple of turnovers, I think we're all right. But offensively, they've got to get it together and play 4 quarters of football. Welcome back, Keenan Allen. Welcome back, Keenan Allen. How long it's been since this man been out here, dog? Alo said, so my Rams have lost 4 straight. I believe the season is over as soon as Cooper Kupp got hurt. So 2023, what on earth are we going to do? Well, for the Rams, they bet the house on winning a Super Bowl last year, and they did. So now what's going to happen is absolute misery. Why is that? Because you're going to run out of money to where you can't get no new people. The older people that are there and that underperform, you can't really do nothing with them. You just got to hope that everybody plays at a high level. But let's just be honest here. What's the over-under on Aaron Donald retiring at the end of this year? He said he was going to retire at the end of last year. So now you want a chance to repeat. That doesn't happen. Everything goes to shit. What do you think could possibly transpire? Frank Pavavon said, Broncos country. Let's cry. So because that's the case, it's highly plausible you find a situation. Oh, my God, wide open. Is that Palmer? Yes, it is. Jay Herbo down the field, got his man in the end zone for the score, and the Chargers take the lead. That's how you start a game on a free play, I believe. And what do we say when the Chargers do good?
And now go Chargers, go. 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 And now go Chargers, go.
And now go Chargers, go. As they take the lead over Kansas City. Oh, boy. What a throw there from Justin Herbert, huh? You talk about deep down the field, the vision to find his man who's wide open. That's how you play good football. And here comes Kicker the Dicker the Kicker, to give his team a 4-point lead. I don't know why that should even be allowed to be a last name, because it's so hilarious. But whatever the case may be, here they are. Dicker the Kicker gives the Chargers a 4-point lead here on Sunday Night Football over the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm almost done with this processing of this goddamn commentary. Then I can finally put this computer down. Hell of a job there. What a throw. What a throw. Justin Herbert from Family Guy getting the job done. I know what boys like. I got what boys want. I know what boys like. Boys like me. Oh, getting the job done. Justin Herbert from Family Guy finding his man for the touchdown. And now we got ourselves a situation. Remember, back in week 2, I believe I was in Detroit for the visiting of Detroit Urban Survival Training, where I saw the Thursday night game where Travis Kelce got suplexed. And that was a very good game as well. Every time these two teams come together, we got ourselves a little bit of a game here. But let me know in the comment section right now. You think we're going to have overtime in this game? Somebody let me know. Y'all think we're going to see overtime in this game? Yes or no? What is the over-under on the overtime for this game, ladies and gentlemen? I think I should set this commentary for 11:45 because I think tonight this game might run a little longer because you got two offenses that like to throw the football, and you know what throwing the football means? A longer football game. So when you got two football teams that like to throw the football, you already know what that means. It's going to be a longer football game. Oh, no, we're not going to see OT. Okay. Demetrius says, yes, maybe. Dreadhead said, perhaps. He can see it. David said, I hope so. With his Kodak. Oh, and David, I would be drinking on something today, but tonight I'll probably – actually, no. I think I should take a after halftime, I'll go grab a beverage because there ain't no way we can't take a toast to JDF. We got to take a toast to JDF for sure. So it's only right that we take ourselves a toast for JDR for sure. But right now on your fantasy team, who started Justin Herbert on their fantasy team? Who started Justin Herbert on their fantasy team? Because you should be feeling pretty good about yourself right now. You should be feeling good about yourself right now. If you chose him, you should be feeling good about yourself. And you know where else you can feel good about yourself? On Underdog Fantasy. All right, click the link in my description. Use code Adonis when you sign up. And I promise, I'm telling you right now, it's not something that you're going to end up regretting, okay? Because remember, there's a deposit match for up to $100. Even if you want to play it the small, you just put $5 in there. Guess what? You use code Adonis, Underdog Fantasy got you with an additional $5. Now you're sitting with 10 and you got a little bit of house money you can play with. You understand what I'm saying? All right, go in there to pick them. It's incredibly easy and simple to understand. You got higher and lower. You can't possibly miss out this holiday season. Make sure you go and you take advantage, all right? Click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use code Adonis, and then go and deposit. Whatever you deposit up to $100 will be matched. You don't want to miss out. Shameless plug. And as for today, Tony Pollard went crazy. Tony Pollard went absolute crazy. Ernest said, thanks for the info because your country isn't registered on Patreon. Thanks, fan. Can somebody send it to me? Oh, well, if it's not registered on Patreon, then I guess you just have to wait until the conclusion of tonight's game. So at 11:45. Oh, Lord. Alexis said he got Palmer on his bench. Or I should say she got Palmer on the bench. Well, then again, Alexis is usually, affiliated with females. However, I have met a few males that do have Alexis as their first name. So I guess it could be categorized as androgynous, perhaps. Perhaps. Damn Rudy put 2 on, said time to see what this battery and jumper cables do. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Tress rules. Put 5 on and said, can you help Patriots get Fat Patricia out of here? Well, it's not going to happen. Belichick loves that guy. And the moment he touched New England's O-line and offense, it turned to straight basura. Well, here's the thing. Patricia's a capable coordinator. He's just not doing very well without guys named Tom Brady. So since that's the case, there's a lot of adjustments that need to happen. And don't get me wrong, Zappe looked very good out there. Mac Jones is a hit and miss kind of situation. But Zappe had the benefit of surprise. So you can't even necessarily chalk it up to him being much better. Unisex is a pro. I said androgynous. My apologies. But so from where I sit, I think with Patricia, he needs to get a hold of the pieces that he has and figure out what works best for them. Because I agree. The offense that he's calling simply ain't it ain't hitting. It is not hitting. Braylon, put 5 on it, said Detroit wins 3 in a row, but I'm telling you now, we have zero confidence in us beating the Bills on Thanksgiving. It was fun while it lasted. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Buffalo has not played their best football the last 3 weeks. Granted, last week was the game of the year against Minnesota. This week, they started off incredibly slow against Cleveland. And then 2 weeks ago, or I should say 3 weeks ago, they did not play a very good game against New York. However, I'm not gonna lie to you. They can get got if they drag their feet. They can get got. What's interesting is they're gonna pretty much be playing in the exact same stadium, so there's that. But the Bills of Week 7, when they were the best team in football, ain't the same Bills of Week 11. So there's a chance. There's a chance. Alexis said, I'm actually male. Us Latinos consider unisex. No. It is unisex. It is definitely a unisex word. I don't know why I went androgynous, because I always thought the larger word. That's my problem with fucking reading the thesaurus so often. I take the larger word and I roll with that one. But come on now. Yeah, but that's all me. It is unisex indeed. Mahomes almost fucking broke his knee just there. Remember, it was a few years back on Sunday Night Football, I believe, when Mahomes had dislocated his kneecap. So that's very dangerous. That's one of the reasons why they tell quarterbacks to slide. Oh, what am I munching on? How would I categorize it? So like a macaroni beef. Macaroni beef? Yeah, it is. That's a mouthful. Hey, Haitian macaroni. We'll just go with Haitian macaroni. It's Haitian macaroni. That is what I am munching on. Homegirl Adonis had made me some food. So, Boomer Sooner said I'm a munch. What the hell does that mean? Oh no, that's that girl who got no talent, but she shake her ass. What the hell's her name? I forget her name. Gavo said the Dolphins are literally better than the Bills. Yes, Ice Spice. That's her name. Don't worry. Nobody going to remember her name in 4 years. But field goal is through the uprights, and it's good, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? It's a 1-point game. Chargers lead 7-6. And when the Chargers get scored on, what do we say?
And now no charges, no. 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 And now no charges, no.
And now no charges, no. And now no charges. No. Damn Rudy Platoon said Wesley Pipes, Henry, and me need to find those harlots. What do you mean by that? Find what? What do you mean by that? Why would you go finding? What are you talking about, sir? Peyton said, give you a touchdown to Eckler, please. SG said, do I think Giants versus Cowboys is going to be a battle for Odell? No. Not really. I think Odell is going to end up in Kansas City. Kansas City, Baltimore, or Buffalo. Green Bay is out now. Because remember, Odell's only going to go to a team that is a playoff team. Because Odell ain't suiting up until January. You'll be lucky if you see him by Christmas. Baltimore, Kansas City, or Buffalo. He's only going to go to a play. If Green Bay was, when they were 3-1, and let's just say they were sitting at like a 6-3 right now, Odell to Green Bay would have been number one on the list. So I'll see Odell in a Kansas City, Buffalo, or Baltimore jersey. Bucks? No. Odell to the Bucks? No. I don't see that one happening. KC said, am I watching any World Cup tomorrow? Yes, I will. I won't be going live for any World Cup game. At least not now. Knockout stage probably, because I have to conserve my voice. But I'll most likely watch the U.S. game because I have to go swim and then go to the gym in the morning. And I have a number of different – my entire mornings are always stacked, so there's no way for me to sit down and watch it. But I'll probably be able to watch the U.S. game while I'm working on some stuff. Damn Rudy Platoon said, harlots from my video, mine here are worn out. Well, if that's the case, if you're searching for those harlots from the video, then feel free to go ahead. Kyle P51 said, I had to watch that harlot video and segment. She bought a house from pics of her feet. What the holy fucking hell is wrong with this world, man? It's crazy, ain't it? Absolutely crazy. Sir X Gemini put 2 on and said the Chargers should have stayed in San Diego. I agree 110%. It doesn't make any sense for the Chargers to go to Los Angeles. It did not make any sense. The Rams going to Los Angeles, despite the fact that St. Louis deserves a football team, the Rams going to Los Angeles, all right. The Chargers should have stayed in San Diego. San Diego, that was their people. Los Angeles don't need freaking to take somebody else. Either manufacture your own doggone team or what? Like, I didn't understand that. Bring the Chargers back to San Diego, expand the league to 34 teams if you would like, or whatever. Get St. Louis a team, and then you get another team in Los Angeles. Or maybe you manufacture a new team for Las Vegas, and you bring the Raiders back to Oakland, because the Raiders should have never left Oakland. There's some teams that got no business going somewhere else. The Raiders should have never left Oakland. Oh, but what about when they was in Los Angeles back in the 80s? No. The Raiders should have never left Oakland. The Chargers should have never left San Diego. Jesus Christ, what a catch. Hey, mark that a catch. Yes, indeed. Mike Williams with a sensational catch. I've already said this. I've said this time and time again. Mike Williams is the best 50-50 ball receiver in the league. This man, week by week, year by year, makes spectacular catches. That's beautiful. Oh, my God. That is beautiful, bruh. That is beautiful, bruh. You kidding me? Chris Collinsworth in the booth right now with an erection seeing a catch like that, wishing he could have did that himself. Pause. Are you kidding me? No, we don't need a 40-team NFL. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Isaiah said, I agree 100% on what you're saying. Absolutely. There was no reason why, oh, Lord, he's banged up again? Come on, bro. Hey, somebody slipped that brother a Sinzu bean. Justin said, Marvin Jones is an underrated 50-50 ball receiver. I think he's underrated now because he hasn't made those same kind of catches that he was making when he was playing in Cincinnati, when he was playing in Detroit. He's not making those kinds of plays now that he's out there in Jacksonville. Although his first season, he did have a couple of those kinds of catches. But it wasn't as far in between as he did before. But I agree. We talk about 50-50 ball receivers of players who are still in the league right now. He doesn't get his credit. Peyton Patuan said Jay Herbro found his weapons and is going Dumbo. Yes, indeed he is. 40-team NFL would be amazing. I don't think so. I do not think so. I think that's too many teams because now you got to consider what cities get a team, right? You have to expand the amount of players that now go into the league. 40 is a lot. I can't tell you how many cities probably would benefit from having themselves like, okay. Because you also got to look at some states that are very, very, like in the South, big college football, states or locations, but they don't got the money to sustain the paying to freaking fund the stadium and all that other shit. It's ridiculous. Palmer almost had a beautiful catch. All in for 5 wants to expand the league. Chiz, what cities and states teams would I pick? Well, for one, oh Lord, Palmer's down now. What the hell? Is it his elbow? It might be his elbow. He might have what I got going on. A little bit of tennis elbow, golfer's elbow. Oh, and I figured out different sort of exercise to go ahead and reverse it. I went to go see my my doctor, and they're talking about doing a little bit of reverse curls, grabbing a rubber band, and then doing this expansion, my fingers to work into reverse muscle. Because from your arm, it's supposed to be 2 to 1. So let's say you're working your biceps, forearms, all that other stuff. You also got to do the reverse, so it's a 2 to 1. He said I'm probably at about like a 3 or 4 to 1 sort of situation, maybe even possibly not 5 to 1 at this stage, but. So I got to do that. And then with your legs, it's supposed to be a 5 to 3. So there's a lot of times in which people feel a lot of tension that's going on in their body. It's not necessarily because, you just got all kinds of tendonitis and all this other stuff. Perhaps you've been developing, you've been developing a muscle, which is great, but you also you've been neglecting another. So you got to make sure everything's in balance, Benny done said stroke his elbow. What do you mean by that, sir? Stroke his elbow. What do you mean by that? Kyle Patuan said, smash that like button. It's free. Yes, indeed. Hit that like button. We got 650 in the building, only 173 likes. Come on now. Hamstring quad ratio. Yes, indeed. Or quad to calf. That's why I always talk about that talus muscle. You got to make sure that you have your body in sync and everything is balanced, perfectly balanced, as always, as all things should be. Kyle Patuan said, smash that like button. It's free. Yeah, damn right. Now, Allin, as for cities, I can't tell you team names that I would pick, but St. Louis should have a football team. If the Rams is going to be the name in Los Angeles, which I understand, you can keep the Rams there. It works. St. Louis should have a football team. Oakland should have a football team. And it should be the Raiders. Oakland should have a football team. Vegas should keep a team, but it just shouldn't be the Raiders. But Vegas should have themselves a team. A lot of people would say Mississippi or Virginia. Mississippi simply don't got the bread, and I think it's better for them just to be a college town. Little Rock, Arkansas, please, come on now. Kansas City, Kansas should have a team. No, I don't think so. Missouri already got Kansas, but fun fact: a lot of people don't know that Kansas City is actually not in Kansas. It's Kansas City, Missouri. A lot of people, Kansas City, Kansas. No. It's Kansas City, Missouri. And ain't nobody trying to trap, because remember, you gotta have it in a situation that people gonna go out there, like, let's say a Hawaii sort of situation, right? But that's more of a vacation leisure type of thing. Have a football team out in Hawaii. I promise you, they'll never win no Super Bowl. They're going to be on the fucking beach with hoes, having a great time. You're supposed to be at practice. You are here with the harlots in the Ula Ula zone because you've been watching that damn Nasty Pillow Talk podcast and the Ula Ula zone, apparently to be the red zone, but you in the red zone not because you scoring touchdowns or on the verge of scoring touchdowns. It's because you running red lights. Nasty bitch. What? William, put 5 on it. Said, what's up, brother Adonis? How do you enjoy this week of football? Eagles came back big. They look rough, to be honest. Yes, indeed. They did look rough, but it was a hell of a doggone week. And through the uprights and good from Dicker the Kicker to give the Chargers A 4-point lead. And when the Chargers score, what do we say?
And now go Chargers, go. 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 And now go Chargers, go.
And now go Chargers, go. Sir X Gemini Patuan said Portland, Oregon, so you got a football team. Well, Oregon's shown a lot of support for the Blazers. They showed a lot of support for the Ducks. I can't necessarily identify whether Oregon is a football town for the Ducks or a basketball town for the Trailblazers, because I wouldn't know about that city. I haven't been there. So I don't know if I could call that a basketball or a football town. I wouldn't know. The Montana Ranches. All right. The Nebraska Silos. All and said New York and Florida need more teams. Man, stop it. Oh, the Kansas City Hobbit is now questionable on the ankle. He was limping. They're going to have to shoot that up with some. Eugene is where the Ducks play. Oh, here we go. Oh, big first down, but this might be coming back on a whole. Actually, no. It could be illegal hands to the face. How do I feel about Survivor Series becoming War Games this year, and will I live stream it? I will not be going live for Survivor Series because I'll be at Survivor Series. As for me being excited about it being War Games, I'm over the moon because I have an opportunity to see a War Games, live and in person, because it is Sister Adonis' birthday, and we will be journeying out to Buffalo. Crackback block. There was a crackback block? I missed a crackback block? I thought there was illegal hands to the face. There was a crackback block. I look as confused as Andy Reid. Where was the crackback block? It couldn't have been substantial. No, that's just that's not an illegal crackback block. That's just helmet to helmet. What the hell? That's the same play. That's the same guy I thought had the illegal hands to the face. That's not an illegal crackback block. What? What? They could have said helmet to helmet, but that's not an illegal crackback block. Oh, that's ludicrous. Oh, Mahomes might be going down here. What? All right. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. They saying that it was a legal block. What kind of block?
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Who was on crack?
I don't see it. I didn't see it. Oh, here comes Mahomes. He's probably going to let this one fly. Ooh, good pass. Good pass from Mahomes there. Ben Patuan said, just in case you missed your earlier donation. Did I? I think I might have, Ben. Oh, yes. He said he got an update from Thursday on IG. I got you. Let me make sure I didn't miss any that had came in here. I think I had got to. Andrew Patuan said Toronto or Vancouver for a football team. I think that might infringe on the Canadian Football League. So I'm not sure if it'd be in their best interest. But Vancouver, I think the Vancouver Grizzlies did pretty well. But I don't know how big CFL, well, it's pretty big out there. But the probability of having that happen for the NFL, I don't think so. I think they should just keep all the teams in the States because I think they'll have some problems with, like for example, what transpired when COVID hit. Think about how catastrophic that would have been Think about how catastrophic that would have been for a shit ton of players, and the country not letting people in, all this other, man, it'd have been wild, bro. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. For football, I don't know. I think that'd be stepping on toes. The NFL would be stepping on toes with the CFL. That might be a bit difficult. Mr. GH2, 10 on it, said a 40-team league isn't a bad idea. Hear me out. Bring teams to the following cities: Oakland, St. Louis, Orlando, San Antonio, Toronto, Vancouver, Vegas, and OKC. Boy, 40 teams. 40 teams a lot, bro. Because think about it. You have 53 teams that make the final roster, right? And then as a staff on each on each team, the staff is probably between 50 to 60 people, right? So that's over 100 different jobs that you have, and you expanding that by 8. Then if you take into account the off season, when you're actually filling stuff, you got damn near 1,000 new people who's being there. So the draft would have to be expanded from 7 rounds, probably up to 10. Remember when it used to be 15? But it probably have to go up to like 10. That's a lot. You can't just jump by 8. That's a lot. No, the divisions would have to expand, or you might have to make a brand new sort of. You might have to structure the divisions like they did in 2002. But instead of 4 divisions, you would have to probably expand up to 6. I'd love to say 5, but I think you'd have to expand up to 6 per conference. Or you make a whole new conference. And then you kind of divvy things up to where it's 3 conferences. But I don't know. That's a lot. Barack 09er put 2 on. Said the New Mexico home depots versus the Little Rock cops. Oh, Lord in heaven. Oh, Lord in heaven. Kyle put 10 on and said, my Jags have to play Baltimore, Detroit, Houston, Tennessee twice coming up. Do you see a win in there? Because I don't. I just want a Super Bowl before I die. Well, let me tell you something right now. Do I see a win in any of those games? Houston, I think I could get them for sure. Detroit depends, because Detroit's been playing good as of late. Baltimore has won 4 straight, but this game was definitely a trap game for them. Tennessee, I think you could take the L out of love. It's over, brother, because I don't see anybody on your defense being able to stop Derrick Henry. That brother's on a fucking mission to get back to 2,000 and become the first running back ever to have multiple 2,000-yard seasons. So I'm going to go ahead and say Houston. It's not a lock because it's any given Sunday, but I would say of that 4 teams, those 5 games, because you got to see Tennessee twice. Pardon me. You have Houston twice, so it would be 6 games. I think Houston, you could probably split with them. And Tennessee, I think that's out of the question because they run that division. Detroit, maybe. And Baltimore, it really depends on the situation that Baltimore's in. Really depends on the situation that Baltimore's in. Because you'd have to throw the football effectively and take advantage of Marcus Peters. That'd be your best bet. And he's starting to get his head out of his ass nowadays. Dan Rudy Patuan said, numbnuts escaped the basement while I was watching Saul. Good night. Wait, what does that mean? What do you mean good night? You trying to go catch him? What? Let that brother free. Why would you lock him in the basement? Ben Tillman put $8.99 on it. Say, hey, Chiseled. Finally checking in after a long week of work and wanted to let you know that the commentaries make your week a lot better. Well, I'm happy that I could aid in making your week better, brother. I'm happy that you've been able to, find a way to get a little bit of leisure at the conclusion of a very long week. Classic Man Q. Patuan said, Utah Mountaineers for a possible NFL expansion. Well, Utah's more of a basketball, city. So I don't know. I said city like it's a down to state. Peyton Patuan said, reminded that the U.S. CFL team won a Grey Cup once. Really? Interesting. The more you know. Basili said, George Pickens is a beast. Love watching him play even though he's on a rival team. You guys have a star in the making if you use him right. I agree 110%. KT Chris said, if Henry the Ruler comes at me at my house, I'm breaking out the blade of Levi or the baseball bat, and I'm a phone call Chris Benoit and Hook, as you should. As you should. As we enter into the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. As we enter into the second quarter. He's going to let it fly. He's going to let it fly. There it is. Oh, my God, what a throw and catch. That is beautiful throw. You talk about breadbasket. This is why Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. That is beautiful. Are you kidding me? I don't think there's a single fan who has a Fortson jersey. And did you see that pass? My God. Jordan said, what am I eating? Haitian mac and cheese. I didn't have enough time to finish my entire meal before. Are they going to challenge this? The Chargers call timeout? For what? They had 12 on the field. They couldn't get their substitution prepared. Hey, that's a bad time to use a timeout, man. The only positive is the fact that KC only has 2 timeouts themselves. But you got to be prepared. I don't understand. When you get ready in practice, you have different packages that you have set for different locations on the field. So if you find yourself in a goal line sort of situation like they got right there, you start reading goal line, goal line, goal line. You start sending people in. Or if you're inside the 5, you got different sort of packages. You go red zone, red zone, red zone. All you got to do is speak up, and motherfuckers got to get ready. You shouldn't have to waste the time out there. Oh, boy, Travis Kelce damn near messes up, but finds his way into the end zone. I think that's his 9th touchdown on the year. Hello. Kansas City is back in front, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Bayou, for 5 months, said, remember when the Titans played one season in Memphis? Could that work for a football team in Memphis? Boy, I don't know. I do not know. Oh, yeah, Travis Kelce definitely tried to high step into the end zone there. Kyle, put 20 on it. Said Henry's going to run us into the ground. Can't wait to laugh about it. My dad, who's in 70s, always asks me if we're playing better. I see the growth in Lawrence. Last year was a throwaway season under that scumbag Urban Meyer. Sir X Gemini put 3 on it. Said, forget calling Benoit. I'm pulling out the Tensega. Bring that son of a bitch back to Inuyasha. Yes, indeed. And you already know, whenever you see the Kansas City Chiefs find the end zone, just know when they throw touchdowns, and it's from the fingertips of Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes, it's too easy for him. You want to know why? Because
it's free real estate. 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 It's free real estate.
it's free real estate. It's free real estate. And when the Chargers lose the lead, what do we say?
And now no charges, no. 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 And now no charges.
And now no charges, no. They lost the lead. It's a goddamn shame. Ice Trey, Patuan said, I'm streaming Survivor Series. I'll be at Survivor Series, so I won't be streaming, no. Head Cannon said, chill for that elbow pain curse. Oh, goddamn it, it escaped upwards. Let me go catch it again before it disappeared. Ah, shit. Wait. How did I, well, you might have to type it again or copy and paste it because I don't know where it went. Ah, it disappeared. Jackson State, Alcorn State. Oh, that was the last game for Dion's team, and they got the W. First undefeated team in Jackson State history, I believe. Jefferson Keon for 5 on and say, hey man, enjoying the stream so far. You mind sharing a little backstory with you getting trucked by Gus in high school? Okay, so I talked about it briefly, or not briefly. I think I did talk extensively about it, but I could sum it up briefly here. So I played him my junior year of high school, and he was a sophomore. So there was a situation. We got blown the fuck out. We lost 57-0. They punched us. They were very good that year. We were terrible. But there was a situation in which I believe it was a pass out of the backfield, something like that. It was myself. I was playing corner, and my safety, we called him Satellite. And here came Gus Edwards. And it wasn't necessarily him lowering the shoulder and running me over. I had that for a little bit of sensationalism. But what happened was we went to go tackle him. It's in the open field. It's the two of us. He's right in between. He's approaching the two of us. We both leave, like no wrapping because we just went for the whole shoulder. We crunched him. This happened at about, I want to say, between the 8 and 11-yard line. We crunched him there. He pretty much, I hit from the, he was coming, he was running this way. I jumped, I lunged left. Okay, so I was left to his left side. Satellite hit him from the right side. We both hit him. I contacted first and Satellite hit him, so he did one of those. Endured the tackle, stumbled a bit, caught his balance, and then jogged into the end zone. He stumbled for about 4 yards. He was pretty much at the 4 or the 6-yard line and then just stood back up and then walked into the end zone. So I like to say, because it was not necessarily ran over per se, but run over sounds a bit more sexy. But yeah, he endured our tackle in high school, and he scored a touchdown that led to the 57-0 absolute shellacking. So there's that. Craig Bafava said, as a Ravens, also them boys fan, interesting. I hated the Steelers as a kid. And now that you're more mature, you respect them. The fat lady gonna sing on them on their season, though. Yes, indeed, they will sing on the season. So there is that. So there is that. Malcolm, for 500, said, can you hit us with a Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes? What do you mean, a Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes? Why would you need a Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes when Justin Herbert has the football? I'm on the sideline trying to get myself a little bit of, water so I can drink right now. Did you know that I married a terrible woman? Well, she's not really terrible. Just the public doesn't really like her like that because she's very annoying. So I guess you can't say she's a little bit terrible. But whatever the case may be, one way or another, my name's Patrick Mahomes. I've got $500 million contract, and I'm going to go out here and play football. And every time I throw touchdowns, just know it's free real estate. And if you don't like my wife, I don't have a problem with that. But just make sure you don't tell me, because I don't have anything to do with that. As for my brother, I don't like my brother. My brother's kind of annoying. Every time I see him, he makes Kermit the Frog angry. And every time he makes me angry, I look myself in the mirror and I say, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. In fact, if I could exile him from my family, I would. He's not Jackson Mahomes. He's just Jackson. I don't like him at all. But yeah, I don't know where Kermit came from, but he was somewhere around here. Javon put 100 on it. Said, hope all is well, Chief. I want to say, as a Packers fan, this season is over. For them, the team, too many problems and not enough time to fix them. But I'm still a loyal fan. I'm with them, win or lose. Hashtag go, Pack go. Yes, indeed. Oh, Lord in heaven. Down goes Justin Herbert. And when Herbert goes down, what do we say?
And now no charges, no. 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 And now no.
And now, here comes Kansas City fixing to come back to the field right now. Barack O'Niner put 5 on it. Said Utah Mormons, the Utah Mormons, St. Louis Muslims, the Georgia Bearbacks, wait a minute. Then again, it should be Georgia Negro Bearbacks, because if it was just regular Bearback, and it'd be San Francisco Bearbacks. If it's Georgia Bearback and Georgia Negro Bearbacks, that's where they be at. But we ain't talking about that right now. New Jersey Honkies, the Jamaica Queens Kings, the Kentucky Grilled Chickens, and the Pittsburgh Adonistites. Well, I'm from New York, so why would they be Adonistites for Pittsburgh? That's interesting. Arlen put 5 on it. Said, so glad Brady came back for another season. That last thing you said to him, to him when he retired was eat a brick, old man. Indeed, because this will be his last season for sure. This will definitely be his last season. Benny said Matt LaFleur always been mid and overrated. I can't say that. You win 13 games in your first 3 seasons. I can't necessarily call you mid or overrated. I don't think they was ever calling Matt LaFleur the best coach in the league. They probably had him in the top 5, which I thought was warranted. Because you talk about the top 5 coaches in the league over the course of the past 4 years, or I should say, if we eliminate this year and you look at the top 5 coaches in the league at the conclusion of 2021, you have I don't give a damn about Belichick's down 2020 season. He was able to make it to the playoffs with a rookie quarterback and damn near had the 1 seed at one particular point. So you got to have Belichick in there. Of course, Andy Reid is there. Sean McVay has to be in that particular list as well. You can make an argument for John Harbaugh for being there. Well, no, actually, no. We'll move that. We'll put Sean McDermott in there because the Bills have turned into rather that much of a powerhouse. And we're talking about the conclusion of the 2021 season. And then, is it wrong to have LaFleur in those ranks? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think at the conclusion of last year, that was probably your top 5. Belichick, not Belichick being the best, but in no order, Belichick, Reid, McDermott, McVay, LaFleur. I think that would be a solid top 5 coaches at the conclusion of 2021. Now, LaFleur's having a down year, not having a very good year. We'll see how he bounces back. We'll see how he bounces back. Joe, FLA, put 5 on it, said, say what you want about his coaching, but Josh McDaniels knows how to make the Broncos lose. That's the truth. That is absolute truth. That is absolute truth. He's not better than Vrabel. I can't disagree with you there. I think they're pretty much just trading, but at least in Vrabel, you can't go wrong with Vrabel. Actually, you can't go wrong with Vrabel either. Shanahan, perhaps. LaFleur and Shanahan, I think they're both interchangeable. At least in Shanahan's case, he went to a Super Bowl. Oh, Mahomes got to get rid of this football here. Throw it away. Good job. See, that's educate. That's a smart football team. Mahomes was under duress. Cardavius Toney came back to the football. Mahomes threw it away, and Toney kept running towards where the football is to make sure they didn't throw a flag for intentional grounding. And he jumped just for shits and giggles. That's an educated football team. That's an educated football team. No. Zach Taylor does not get into that top 5. No. One season does not get you into that top 5. No, not at all. Harbaugh, I said you can make an argument for Harbaugh. I'm talking about the conclusion of the 2021 season. If you were to say who the top 5 coaches in the NFL was, I think that you could feel safe going with that number. Oh, Kelsey didn't turn around. Kelsey should be upset with himself. He didn't turn around. Kelsey out here playing in the Civil Rights Challenge.
Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around.
Here's the problem. Turn me around. Here's something that a lot of fans happen to overlook whenever you talk about football, right? And especially with wide receivers and tight ends and quarterbacks and running backs, whenever it comes to throwing the football or running the football, timing. Timing is everything. There's a reason why, oh boy, they might have a running into a kicker penalty. Are they going to throw the flag for running into the kicker? No, they're not. Chargers going to get the football back. But timing is everything. There's a reason why Unitas and Raymond Berry was so damn special in the late 50s and throughout the 60s. There's a reason for that. Because timing. There's a reason why Joe Namath and Don Maynard had such good chemistry. Why Staubach and Pearson, or Danny White and Pearson, or Bradshaw, Swan and Stallworth, Rice and Montana, Rice and Young, Cunningham and Carter, Culpepper and Moss, Owens and Garcia. Timing. And unfortunately for Travis Kelce, because he went to go try to help out with the chip, wasn't good on timing. Or hell, he actually got chipped, I should say, because I don't know if it was by design for him to go ahead and do that. There's a lot of different receivers or tight ends I can name, but we don't need to do all that because we're going to be here all day. I'll say one last one because I wanted to go with unconventional ones and I kind of use more common ones. But Jim Zorn and Steve Largent, I'll leave it at that one. Football historians, oh my God, I haven't heard that name in so long. Do your stuff and drink milk. Protein and vitamins. Take it back to the 80s. 13-10 right now, second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 13-10 right now, second quarter. And if you guys have not already, click the link in my description and download the Underdog Fantasy app, all right? Go and participate in their pick'em. But what the best thing about Underdog Fantasy is right now, you use code Chiseled, or I should say use code Adonis. Whatever deposit you put in up to $100, they will match you. You put in 25, they'll give you 25. You put in 75, they'll give you 75. You put in 100, they'll match you with 100. You put in $2, they'll match you with $2. So make sure you click the link in my description and head over to Underdog Fantasy right now. And participate in their pick'em. It is my favorite to participate in. I may not have done, relatively good today, but I think that's more of a one-off type of situation. So with that being the particular case, I feel confident going into next week that I'll be able to transmogrify the multiplier by 20 and turn $5 Dura into 200 Dura. So make sure you click the link in my description and head over to Underdog Fantasy. Let them know I sent you. Now, here come the Chargers. Dump off going absolutely nowhere as they're trying to regain the lead. Warner and Bruce and Holt, yes, indeed. Peyton and Marvin, yes. Whole lot of names you could put right there. Raven said Mayfield and secondaries. Oh, come on now. Don't do that to him. Fury Mike said, hey, Chisel, when are you going to come back to Georgia? I missed you and didn't even realize. Yes, there was a number of people who done miss me when I came out there. Now, the next time I'm going to be in Georgia, I'm not sure. Perhaps next year. Oh, shit. Dropped my phone. Perhaps next year. Here we go. Oh, there's Herbert down the field. Got his man wide open. That's Carter. Mudo said, get up. Please get up. Oh, all right. I was slightly concerned because right now, how many times have we seen Chargers go down and they're in all kinds of pain? Hand Cannon said, for your elbow pain, of course, ice as much as you can. Massage your forearm hard. Actually helps a lot. In the gym, do single tricep pull downs for a set of 30 to 40. More blood flow. Good luck. Yes, indeed. And by the way, like I said earlier, with the reverse to work out that the opposite side of the muscle, I have to do some reverse crunches. I said reverse crunches, reverse curls. The expansion of the hand, work out that area over there. I've been icing and everything. I got on the that tension band. Let me see if I could roll this. Son of a bitch. I might not be able to roll it all the way up. But I got on the tension band for the elbow. I would be doing a little bit of push-ups tonight, but I didn't want to run the risk of reversing the progress that I did because at the conclusion of Friday morning, my goddamn elbow was screaming. So I said, shit. I think perhaps I came back too early. So I gotta get that elbow regulated, and then we're gonna start hitting the floor a bit more. Somebody said, why am I so down bad on Twitter? I'm not. My top pinned comment on Twitter is that I'm gonna be a menace I'm gonna be a menace to society on Twitter for 37 minutes per day. Sometimes it could be much less than 37. It could be 4. I show up, I see a couple of posts, I post my video. It only takes me about 6 seconds to scroll back until I want to say September 12th. Upload the same sort of video that I utilized because I had to add in the bring them to me. I'm going to give them the almighty stroke. Post the video and move on with the rest of my life. So I am not down bad at all. Use a different arm while stroking. Oh, no, I don't have to do that. I have cordial appointments. Malcolm, for 5 on it. So how do I feel about the Dolphins' playoff chances and maybe even Super Bowl run? They look very impressive. Defensively, I'm not too sure. But offensively, they look very impressive. Craig, for 5 on it, said, yesterday's video was the first time I heard about people messing around on day period. Wish God would hurry up with that media. Ain't that the truth? Craziness. Malcolm, for 5 on it, said, how do I feel? Oh, yeah, I just answered that. But 6:15 on the clock right here. Here come the Chargers. Oh, boy, what a run. Right up the gut. Huge first down, and now they in striking distance for real. Who's the greatest NASCAR driver of all time? Well, I always like Kyle Busch, but he's not that guy, obviously. So wouldn't it be Jimmy Johnson? Would it be Jimmy Johnson? There's Jimmy Johnson. There's Johnson. Johnson, Gordon, Earnhardt, Bush. There's one other person. I know that there's one other person. Somebody probably. Oh well, there a number of people saying Jeff Gordon. Some people saying Dale Jr. I think there was a dude whose last name started with an H. Somebody last name started with an H. I forget. Haverick? I forget. Somebody correct me who knows NASCAR a bit more than me. Danica Patrick. Oh, please stop. Malcolm. Other party. 1205 for life. But it's Harvick. That was his name. Harvick. 1205 for life. For 5 I want to say, quick question. Who is considered more dangerous in the UFC? Tito Ortiz or Chuck Liddell? Ortiz or Liddell? Ortiz or Liddell? I think Liddell, perhaps. I think Liddell. Yeah, personally, in my opinion, I'd say a Liddell. I think Liddell. Synergy, for 5 on it, said it may be way too early, but if they keep this up, the Sacramento Kings might mess around and make the NBA play. Way too early. But they would have to keep this level of consistency. But like I've always said, basketball really don't matter until after the All-Star break. But if you really want to get real technical, up until Christmas, the first 25 games of the season really don't matter. You could even argue the first 30 games of the season really don't matter. So it really just depends on what they look like come All-Star break. Kasha said, all I know her for is those GoDaddy commercials. Zombie Pavavo said, what are my thoughts on DaBaby trying to sell tickets at the Cheesecake Factory? You got to hustle. It doesn't matter how big you get. You can always be humbled. And I think for him, it's like, I bet, I got an oncoming, tour or whatever the case may be. Oh, boy, you got somebody on the field. No, they call timeout. So since that's the case, he's going to go out there and try to sell tickets. And I think people will still pop out. It's funny to try to make fun of him, but he's still going to grind one way or another. Eric Patuan said, who is my top 5 female adults video stars? Shit. Well, that's a question y'all can answer. I've started pulling blanks on it's been so long. My whole mind's blank. All right. Wait. Yeah, that's a question y'all can answer. Y'all gonna have to have fun with that one. So y'all start dropping some names, maybe, and things could pop back into my damn head. Ben Patuan said the story goes crazy. I got you. Third. Wow, how fitting. 3rd and inches as we bring up the lady. Stars. Okay. 3rd and the length of a micropenis. Here we go. You got to give it to Austin Eckler. They don't need to because they get a first down, and it's about to be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Oh wow, y'all got a whole lot of names up in there. Dreadhead King said Pit and Pinky, Jada Fire, Cherry Blossom, Cherokee. Okay, Pinky would have to be there. First and goal. Although she looks terrible nowadays. Somebody sent me a video of it the other day. She was walking in like a supermarket. I'm like, God damn, that's a shame. 1st and goal. Hand off to Eckler. Can he get in? Yes, he can. Damn, they got all. That's illegal. Hands to the face. Jesus Christ, that's a face mask. Throw the flag regardless. But he finds the end zone because he's just as black as he is white. Because that's how the white man runs the football. That's how the white man plays guitar. Hell of a job by Austin Eckler to find the end zone for the score. All kinds of face masks were happening, but he still fought his way in. That mulatto king finds the end zone for the score, and Kansas City loses the lead, and the Chargers go in front, and we say,
And now go Chargers, go. 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 And now go Chargers, go.
This man tried to cover homie's face. You know, Chris Collinsworth absolutely loves innuendo. You know what's funny is I actually wasn't going to talk about this because I think I had spoke on it a couple of years ago. But there's a new video not new, but it's circulating once more about Chris Collinsworth when he was playing for the Bengals and he was being interviewed. And he talked about how he likes, I believe he said, goofy girls or something of that nature. And then he was talking about how he's very popular amongst girls between the ages of 14 and 18. He said, I don't know why they like me. And he was talking about how like the money has made a lot of different people attracted to him, whatever. If anybody's listened to Chris Collinsworth over the course of the past 30 years in broadcasting, right? I'm not going to say he has a warped sense of humor, but he's a guy who can find the joke. Now, here's a guy who can find a joke in anything, right? So he's somebody who can push boundaries or try to utilize a lot of innuendo or whatever. Ain't no way in hell people about to start digging up videos talking, hey, man, Chris Collinsworth a pedo. I don't think they understand the context of how he jokes about things. There are some people who make some absolute disgusting jokes. There are some people who go and take things a bit too far. I think the context of what was said was utilized in a very bad light, and they making it seem like this dude is just an ultimate creep. I don't think that's the case. I do not think that's the case. Can I be wrong? It's a possibility. However, I don't think Chris Collinsworth that guy. I'm sorry, I simply don't think he's that guy. I think people are looking for any possible reason to want to cancel somebody to try to bring up some sort of stuff. If you watch the entire video, and you listen to what he spoke about, how he spoke about it, you can tell he was talking in jest. You can clearly tell he's talking in jest. It's not like Mans was walking by a high school like, God damn. It really bothered me just looking at comment sections and listening to people do video reactions. This video been around for 39 years. 39 years. If you just listen to if you just listen to the flow of conversation, how he's laughing, and they even acknowledged in the interview, they said he's a guy where you can never really know if he's serious or not. What does that mean? He could be being coy. He could be talking in jest, but oh no, not in this generation's eyes. You say anything, I'm just going to immediately assume you completely telling the truth 110%, you dead ass. I'm like, come on, man. What are we doing? As Patrice O'Neal once said, we let context be destroyed. It's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. King Vines said, I may be late, but I'm always on. What's up, people? Yes, indeed. What is going on? What's going on? Welcome. Damn. They got the photo for the, they got Debo taking Kirk family member cousin's chain. Man, I wish this photo came out when I was getting done with the goddamn commentary. I did have the chain snatching scene, but this is what they got right now for Kirk family member cousins. They done snatched man's chain. They snatched man's chain. So I say, not anymore, stupid. Not anymore. Chiefs come back in the second half. Oh, it's highly plausible. Come on now. Will said, what else do I think Derrick Henry needs to do in order to be mentioned amongst the greats like Smith, Sanders, and Browns? He needs to stay consistent for another 4 years. Derrick Henry right now, if I'm not mistaken, he should be at about 9,800 yards, right? Derrick Henry right now should be at about 9,800 yards. If he wants to, no, pardon me, he's only at 7,800 yards. Yeah, he's 2,000 shy of where he needs to be because he is 28 right now. If Derrick Henry wants to be mentioned with those greats, he needs 4 more seasons of elite production. No running back that doesn't have over 1,300 yards is going to have that kind of respect. So for one, he's going to need to get up there in yardage because he don't even have 10,000 yet, right? So he's got a lot more work that needs to happen. And right now, I believe Derrick Henry's the best running back in the game, period, right? Okay, yes, he broke his foot last year. He came back like a fucking phoenix, and he's still leading the league in rushing right now. Well, then again, it was I think he's in front once more. Maybe, no, Saquon didn't pass him. Maybe Nick Chubb passed him up again. It's like Saquon, Chubb, and Barkley with this particular year. But there's no denying over the course of the past 4 years, collectively, Derrick Henry has been the best running back, right? And that's all well and good. But you got to have longevity. The productivity also has to be there. And moreover, you got to continue to have a stranglehold on the position. When Emmitt Smith was at the top, it was literally because he played with Barry Sanders. So it was Barry and Emmitt were 1 and 2 and so far away from everybody else. I personally believe Barry was better than Emmitt, but we ain't talking about that right now. Barry and Emmitt, then before them, Walter Payton, before him, O.J. Simpson. Franco was in between it, but O.J. Simpson. Before that, Jim Brown. Then in the 2000s, you got LaDainian, well, in the 90s into 2000s. So Marshall Faulk, LaDainian Tomlinson carried the torch for the 2000s. And in the 2010s, that's Adrian Peterson in the midst of the late 2000s into the 2010s. Adrian Peterson. And then now, Peterson is passing the torch, right? Peterson passed the torch. So Henry has it right now. Nick Chubb is there. But Henry has it, so it's on him to have that productivity to go. No. When we talk about the best running backs of each generation, and we're talking about the best of the best, like McCaffrey had potential, but then he got hurt, right? Todd Gurley had the potential, but then he got hurt. Le'Veon Bell had the potential, but then he decided he wanted to start rapping. Derrick Henry, he's that guy. No, not Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson got hurt. No. Marshawn, no. Marshawn's not on the level with Adrian Peterson. Marshawn's not on the level with Adrian Peterson. Marshawn's not on the level with Adrian Peterson. It's Adrian Peterson is the running back of this generation. Or I should say the last generation. Frank Gore had all them yardage, but Frank Gore just played forever. Frank Gore was never a consensus best running back in the league. That's never happened. Chris Johnson, no. He didn't play. He didn't have enough time at that thing. So if you were to go backwards, right now it's Henry. He has the torch in his hand. Nick Chubb is there as well because Nick Chubb has that consistency that's there, right? Then, right before him is Adrian Peterson. Who passed him the torch? LaDainian Tomlinson and Marshall Faulk passed him the torch, right? Both of those guys, they had the torch. They kind of simultaneously shared it. Those two were the best backs of the 2000s, right? And, 90s to the 2000s, right? Then before, you got Barry and Emmitt. Before that, you got Walter Payton Sweetness. Then before Walter Payton, in the midst of that, like right between Emmitt, Barry, I can't really throw Dickerson because Dickerson was in that area with Payton, but I think Payton was so much, he wasn't so much better than Dickerson, but he was better than Dickerson to where I can't necessarily, differentiate. Emmitt Smith and Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders, you can argue for the two of them. But of the 80s, Walter Payton's that guy. I'm sorry, there's no disputing that. And then before that, you got O.J. Simpson, and then Franco Harris you can try to argue for, but you got O.J. Simpson, and then before that is Jim Brown, and then you could go with whoever the hell else you want to talk about. No, Roger Craig, no. But those are the guys who hold the torch and pass the torch. Where would I put the bus? The bus was very exceptional. Don't get me wrong. The bus was very exceptional, but would I have him over Marshall and LaDainian Tomlinson? No, I wouldn't. King Vines, hit the like. Yes, indeed. Supposed to hit the like. Everybody go out there, hit the like button. Come on now. We got damn near 900 in the building. We only got 336 likes. Hit the like button. Steven Jackson was a beast. Underrated back. I don't even like the word underrated, but he truly was underrated. 1205 for life. But 2-1 said, which top 5 players run the power of the dreadlocks? Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Dalvin Cook, DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara. That's my 5. Right now. Those are the guys in the league right now who I'd go with. Actually, I might have to throw respect towards Cordero Patterson because I can't not. He just made history today. And I said this 4 years ago. He will be the greatest kick returner to have ever played the game, and he cemented it today. He's the greatest kick returner to ever play. Not punt returner because that's Devin Hester. He's the greatest kick returner. He passed Leon Washington up. He passed Joshua Cribbs up. They should have never took him off of kick return. Leave him there. I promise you, he will retire with 12. He will retire with 12. Oh, no. Jamar Chase Jamar Chase don't got his dreads yet. Actually, no, it might be bona fide braids. Him and Justin Jefferson is pretty much like braids. I don't think so. Reggie Bush had potential, but then that hit fucked him up. No, not necessarily. I think Reggie Bush was a generation too early. He was a generation too early. Shit, Tyreek Hill. God damn. Yeah, if I move Dalvin Cook, I'll throw Tyreek Hill in there. The game guy put 2 on it. Said best 1-2 running back. You got D. Will and Jay Stu. Best 1-2 punch of running backs. D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart was a very good 1-2 punch. But you have Franco Harris, Rocky Blyer. That's a very good 1-2 punch. That was a good 1-2 punch. There's another in the no. It's Zonka and Morris. Very good 1-2 punch. In fact, there was another running back. Who was it? It was Larry Zonka, Maurice Morris. There was somebody else. I forget. Zonka and Morris. Was somebody else with the Baltimore Colts alongside Lenny Moore? I forget. Zonka and Morris. Who else was there? I think it was 3 people with the Dolphins. Kick. Was it Kick? There it is. Allen and Jackson was too short-lived. Allen and Jackson was too short-lived. Earth, Wind, and Fire was very good for a small period of time of Bradshaw, Dane, and Jacobs. AP Chester Taylor, really enjoyed them, but I wouldn't put them up there. Oh, Maurice Jones-Drew, Fred Taylor, that was pretty good. D. Will and Jay Stu was very good for a good period of time, but I don't think I could put anybody over Morris and Zonka. I don't think I could put anybody over Morris and Zonka. William put 2 on and said, respect to Komet. Dude is a dog. Absolutely, absolute dog. And let me say this about Chicago. Chicago, 4 straight games, over 24 points. They lost all 4. That's a goddamn shame. 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I thought it was the third quarter. Randy Moss or Jerry Rice? Jerry Rice. I think it's disrespectful for anybody to even try to insinuate there's a receiver who is better than Jerry Rice. I truly feel like there should be no debate on who's the greatest receiver of all time. Oh, but Jerry played with Steve Young and Joe Montana. No. Jerry Rice was that dude. Jerry Rice was that dude. You could have had Mike Tomczak throwing to Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice would have still been a 1,500-yard receiver. It don't matter who the hell would have been throwing the football to Jerry. Jerry was that. Oh, wait a minute. You can't just be pushing a quarterback like that. What's wrong with him? Yeah, Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver of all time. Rashid said, what do I think about the Bengals? I think they're starting to get themselves together, but they're not as good as a football team as they were in last year's postseason. And hell, even in the postseason, they were relatively, not that great. Randy Moss is the greatest receiver of all time to you, says Toon. Man, did you get a chance to see Jerry Rice in his prime? He was and still is, absolutely. Money Moore, put 2 on, said, best offense ever. You got the 13 Broncos, but you're biased. I think the 13 Broncos, but then you have also the 82 Redskins. No, perhaps I should say Commanders. 82 Redskins, the '07 Patriots, the 99 to 2001 Los Angeles Rams, the 18 Chiefs were pretty good as well. The 98 Vikings, 98 Vikings, there's another team that's escaping me. '84 Dolphins. 2011 Saints. Thank you. The team that was escaping me. 2011 Saints. As well. No, 2013 Seahawks. Please stop it. So yeah, it is. But I would say the 2013 Broncos, in my opinion. MDJ Patuan said, who do I think should be the fifth member for Bel-Air? Truly a returning Sasha Banks, in my opinion. '2011 Packers was all right, but the 2011 Saints was better. .40 seconds remaining here, and here come the Chargers with an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. They got to score a touchdown here, though. They have 1 timeout remaining. Give the ball to Austin Eckler. Oh, boy, they should have called a false start. Somebody moved. There's Eckler. Oh, no, stopped in the backfield. Wait a minute. Did that hand touch that face mask? No, it didn't. Don't use a timeout. Get back on the ball. What are they lollygagging for? This motherfucker wasted this much time just to call timeout now. I don't like Brandon Staley at all. Oh, my heavens, I don't like Brandon Staley. Ricky Williams, top 10 all time. Please stop it. Oh, my God, I don't like Brandon Staley, bruh. They moseyed onto the line with all kinds of time to set up 2nd and 1. You should have had 2 plays already prepared, bruh. They should have had 2 plays already prepared. Now it's 3rd and 2. You waste an additional 11 seconds just to call timeout anyway. What you do is run the football on 3rd down, so if you do pick up the first, you still have your timeout there. That's dumb. Herbert should use his feet. He can't. Throws it, and it gets batted away. Well, might as well kick the field goal here. Goddamn idiots. What you should have did was run the football on 3rd down. Don't throw it. Run the football on 3rd down. You have a timeout in your holster. If you convert and you pick up the first down, guess what? You can hustle to the line, run a quick sneak. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, you can call timeout and then call the field goal. That's so dumb. It's 3rd and 2. You have a timeout. Run the football. Worst things worse, you get a chip shot field goal. Only throw if you pick up the first down, but you have leverage. Run the football on 3rd and 2. Or scramble. You didn't need to throw. Why would you try end zone? That don't make sense. It don't make sense. No, Malik, it's not quick sweep. It's jet sweep. That doesn't make sense. Jamal Pafavo said, was Roger Craig with Ricky Waters? And where do I put Ricky Williams? Well, Roger Craig, I think he was better than Ricky Waters because he was a bit more. Actually, no. I probably would say Roger Craig a bit better. Now, as for where I'd put Ricky Williams had a shit ton of potential, and he really could have been something very, 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 very special. But unfortunately, I don't think he lived up to the hype that he came out of college with, but it was slightly underneath, for all intents and purposes. There's that. But Ricky Williams is a very good back, but I wouldn't have him in the best. Like, he's not in the top 10. I wouldn't have him in the top 15, really. Hell, you'd be lucky if he broke the top 20 or 25. There's a lot of very good backs. Ricky Williams is good, but I wouldn't have him there. Did I mention LT? Yes, I did. LT was one of the torch holders. There's a few number of torch holders. If you go back to the days of Jim Brown, and let's just say Jim Brown is the very first torch holder, right? Jim Brown hands it to O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson hands it to Walter Payton. Walter Payton hands it to Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders hand it to LaDainian Tomlinson and Marshall Faulk. Those two hand it to Adrian Peterson, and right now Peterson has it out of his hand, and Derrick Henry has it in his hands right now. But Henry's got to maintain that, because guess what? Chubb is coming. Chubb is coming. Yeah, we might as well go to the half right now. I really don't understand Brandon Staley, dog. I really don't understand Brandon Staley. I don't understand Brandon Staley. Well, they don't got no more time, so it's clip. And I'll tell you why I like Roger Craig a bit more, because Roger Craig was a bit more dynamic, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Ricky Waters was great in the receiving game consistently throughout his entire career, but he came on at a time where that position was starting to, change for the most part. In Roger Craig's case, nobody was doing what he was doing in the 80s. So that's why I'd probably give Roger Craig a bit more of a nod. And on top of that, in Waters' case, because if I'm not mistaken, he does have better numbers than overall than Roger Craig. But Craig was much more integral than Ricky Waters was. So there's that. Cosmic Q, put 10 on it. Said Brandon Marshall was him. Doodad Cutler throwing him the football and his balling. Yes, Brandon Marshall at one point was amongst the top 3 receivers in the league, but unfortunately, because he never was on good teams, he'll never get the respect that he deserves. My favorite player of all time is Hines Ward. My favorite quarterback is Peyton Manning. My favorite Steeler of all time is Troy Polamalu. Dan Rudy, put 5 on it. Put 2 on it. Said top 5 college and pro players. Top 5 college and pro players. So if I was to combine their college, if they were good in college and in the pros. So for one, Jerry Rice. Barry Sanders. Jerry Rice. Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice. Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, Reggie White. Barry Sanders, Reggie White. No, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, Reggie White, Peyton Manning. Charles Woodson. Jamal, put 5 on it. Said the last time I asked you about Tua, he was carted off the field. What do I think about his comeback and your Dolphins? I like him. I like him a lot. Tua is starting to get much more comfortable. He's starting to play back into the same way that he was playing the first 3 weeks of the season. And the Dolphins look very good. That offense looks absolutely magnificent. Jesus Christ, you're right, Elway. So if I throw on Elway, I'll take off Woodson. Money Moore say Eli Manning has a Hall of Fame record. I don't care. Well, he doesn't, so you're entitled to your wrong opinion. And we are now at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at halftime. And Ben, I'm about to get to your story right now. But before we get there, make sure you guys click the link in my description and download the Underdog Fantasy app right now if you have not already. I've already told you before, but damn it, I'm going to tell you once more. You use code Adonis, guess what? Whatever deposit you put in, they'll match you up to $100. You put in 100, they give you 100. You put in 5, they give you 5. You put in 25, they give you 25. Go over there and participate in the pick'em. You simply choose higher or lower, whether it's Josh Allen throwing over 300 yards, Stephon Diggs 1.5 touchdowns, Nick Folk making 1.5 field goals, Cody Parkey, who's not on the team, goddammit, but anybody, you have a higher or lower. It's a situation where literally it's just off of what you feel in your soul. And you can mess around and turn with the multiplier. You could turn $5 into 200. So why not, or I should say 5 into 100, 10 into 200. So why not click the link in my description and download the Underdog Fantasy app right now and make sure you head over and participate. Let them know I sent you. 1205, put 2 on it. Said, which receiver is carrying the torch? Which receiver is carrying the torch? Devontae Adams. If you was to go, the top receivers, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, are the top 2 receivers, right? Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are coming. Stephon Diggs is putting together a very consistent amount of years. Cooper Kupp looked sensational for that year, but then now, because Cooper Kupp really has 1.5 great seasons. But I'll say Devontae Adams and DeAndre Hopkins have that moniker right now. Then before them was Julio and Antonio Brown. Calvin gave it to Julio and Antonio Brown. Before Calvin, T.O. and Randy Moss. Steve Smith was in that in there with Calvin, but Calvin was on a different level. So I think you could go Calvin and Larry Fitzgerald. Tariq Hill, you know what? Tariq Hill is there too. Tariq Hill is there too with Devontae Adams and DeAndre Hopkins. You know what? Yeah, Tariq Hill is there too. Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are coming to take it. Then, before Owens and Rice, Jerry, Largent gave it to Jerry, and I think I can say Largent took it from you know what? I'll say Largent took it from Hudson. I think Hudson held it for from the 30s for 40 years. I don't think I would give it. Yeah, I think Largent took it from Hudson. So I'd say Hudson, Don Hudson, to Steve Largent, to Jerry Rice, to Terrell Owens and Randy Moss, to Calvin Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald, to Antonio Brown and Julio Jones, to Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, and Tariq Hill. No, I don't think I'd have Allworth take it from Hudson. I don't think Hudson passed it to anybody until I don't think Hudson passed it to anybody until Largent. Yeah, I think I can comfortably sit there and say I don't think they passed it to anybody from Largent. I should say from Hudson. But we are now at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at halftime. Chargers lead 20-13. Let me take a look at this DM from the update from Ben. Oh, damn, the dude lied about the interest in football. That's a goddamn shame. He asked you who's number 12 in green and who's a big guy in blue. Oh, good Lord. Like an attention, what do you do? Okay. Just so you can make sure and pay attention. He's still going to do it. Rubbed you off the wrong way. He's the most basic person you ever met. Whoa, man, was reaching for your drink. Oh, Lord. This man almost got drink spiked. Oh, Lord. Part of the game is this. Oh, let me see if I can find a gif of Bill Cosby. Oh, no. Who's my favorite QB? Peyton Manning. But we are now at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Demaryius Thomas was underrated just a little bit, though. I don't think so. I think he was rated appropriately. He was amongst the best in the league when Peyton was there. When Peyton left, he kind of, dissipated for the most part. So there is that. Alexander said, what do y'all think about the Patriots? Bill Belichick BS or clean play? The Patriots PR? Yeah, Belichick. BS. Who's a funnier comedian, Chris Tucker or Kevin Hart? I actually would go Kevin Hart. I think Chris Tucker is a better comedic, actor. But I think Kevin's stand-up is a bit better than Chris Hart. Where would I put Roddy White? Roddy White is going to be in the list of those good 2000s receivers, 2000s and 2010s receivers. Andre Johnson was a beast. Absolutely, he was a beast. Des Bryant was a beast as well. Did I mention Marvin Harrison? Yes. Marvin Harrison was an absolute monster as well. And the only reason why I think I wouldn't have Marvin listed alongside Moss and Owens was, and I don't like to use a quarterback to try to dissipate from a player's production. But Owens and Moss got it done no matter who lined up on Sundays. It didn't matter who was the quarterback. It didn't matter who was the cornerback in front. They got it done, period. And I think those two were slightly a level above Marvin, despite the fact that Marvin was an absolute beast. Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch is performing with the police, with the military. That's random as hell. Oh, that white dude don't know none of the doggone lyrics. He just over there like this. That dude just over there like that. He don't know what's going on. He don't know what's going on. Might as well throw in Steve Pella and Don Meredith in there too. No, Don Meredith wouldn't get in there. I'd have Warfield in front of Meredith. But I wouldn't even in hell. You didn't need to throw like Pearson in there too. But really, I wouldn't have anybody between Hudson and Largent. Do that list for cornerbacks of who passed the torch. Okay, so right now, it really is Ramsey. Despite the fact that he's playing like absolute dog water, so somebody's gonna have to take it from him. But Ramsey, Revis, Bailey, Dion, Haynes, Blunt, Brown, Lane. So Night Train Lane to Mel Blunt. Actually, I'll move Willie Brown. Night Train Lane to no. There was Nelson. No, he played safety. Lott was a safety. Night Train Lane. You can even argue Dick LeBeau. Night Train Lane to Mel Blunt to Mike Haynes to Deion Sanders. You could argue Charles Woodson in between Champ Bailey, but it was too. Charles Woodson, Champ, no. Deion to Champ to Revis to Ramsey. I think I can leave it at that. Yeah, I think I can leave it at that. I feel comfortable with that one. Oh, damn, y'all showing out today. Patrick Peterson was great. Yeah, Patrick Peterson was great. Now, if we did safeties, I think right now Derwin got it. But then if you go before Derwin, and Mink is working his way towards getting his hands on it. But You go before Derwin. You got you go before Derwin. Reed and Palomalu. Reed, Palomalu, and Dawkins. Between Lot, who would I have between in the 90s? Atwater was a dog. Lynch was pretty doggone good, too. And then in between, in the 2010s, it was Eric Berry, Earl Thomas, and Tyrann Mathieu. Those were the three who kind of held it in their hands, but they weren't necessarily, because I'm thinking Hall of Famers, you know, kind of player that had it in between. So there's that. But whatever the case may be, we have now entered the second half, ladies and gentlemen. We have now entered the second half. Damn, he immediately got a hold straight out the gate. So now, let me know in the comment section who you got. You got the Chargers holding on to win, or will the Kansas City Chiefs come from behind and break the hearts of Brandon Staley and his goofy Los Angeles Chargers? As we continue to rack up what?
Donations. Gifts. More gifts. Donations. Gifts. More gifts. Donations. Gifts. More gifts. Donations.
Good Lord, I didn't know
Donations.
Ridiculous. 2nd and 6. Oh, there's a great pass and run from Palmer. Takes it across the 30. Chargers on the move, ladies and gentlemen. Chargers on the move. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that doggone like button if you have not already. And I had to go grab myself an adult beverage when I grabbed that Lobos. Why? Because we got to take a moment to take a little bit of a drink right here for our fallen soldier, the leader of the Megazord, the one and only JDF, Jason David Frank, also known as your Green and White Ranger. May he rest in peace, my childhood hero. Cheers to you, brother. I ain't forget. Got to go ahead, take a toast, and before we get up out of here, we got to take another one just for that man. But Chargers driving down the field to open up this second half. What is the score right now? So Travis said, what's the score? Travis said, what's the score? I wish I knew what the score was. If only there was a guy who put the score on the screen so we could specify what the score is during this game. And I really wish I knew. I wish I knew I knew the score. I wish I knew. Ain't it sin right here? Is it not sin right here? It's say 20-13 right here. What's wrong with you? You blind motherfucker, you. Stupid fucker, you. What's wrong with him? Isaiah said he gonna smoke one for him after the game. You know what's interesting? I was actually this close to buying the actual Green Ranger helmet because I have a Green Ranger helmet. There's about to be a false start, right tackle. They're gonna call the false start on the right tackle. But I actually have a Green Ranger helmet, but it's a very Fox kind of helmet. It's like the one that you with like Velcro, not Velcro, but whatever the case is. Like actually, I think it might be Velcro. So, yep, they called on the right tackle. Got it right. But I want to buy a legitimate one. Oh, and I got my tickets to DreamCon next year. So guess what I'm dressing up as? I will be dressing as one of them will be as the Green Ranger, and I got to get myself an official helmet. So I don't know how much I'm going to have to spend to make that happen, but I want to pay a little bit of a tribute to that man. Yes, I did do a commercial with the Green Ranger outfit. I believe it was for Rex MD, a little bit of Viagra, in the Green Ranger costume. And yes, I did wear the costume before engaging in a little bit of coital activities. But we ain't talking about that right now. One way or another, down goes Herbert. Down goes Herbert. King Vines for 5 on the set for Dr. Umar donations. You know what? I won't put the video form. I won't put the video form. I'll just put the audio form for you. Oh, man's nearly fumbled. He nearly fumbled. I won't put the video form. I'll only put the audio form for you in the background. Do I have it? I don't think I do. Damn. I thought I did. I guess not. I must have moved it once I got the video form. It is what it is. Shawn Michaels, a Penguins fan. I didn't know this. Jamal said, "Where's the Bamako? The Babaku?" Well, it's actually over there. I still have some. It's a little bit, but I have to go purchase much more of the 15 years. How do I feel about the Utah Jazz right now? I don't care about basketball until after the All-Star break. Or really, I should say I don't care about basketball until after Christmas break. I got to get the Dragon Zord dagger along with it. Oh, absolutely. Without question. Best Power Ranger of all time was the white and green one. Yup. Black Ranger was pretty cool, but then they always had the green and white Ranger was always awesome. But I think the white Ranger's design was the best design. Furry said, "Why is number 27 my favorite number?" It's not. My favorite number of all time is 3. 3 is my favorite number. But what's my second favorite number?
27.
27
27
Vincent. Now, if you were to ask me why I like the number 27 so much, literally that episode, it stuck with me for 20 years. I've seen that episode when what was I, 6? I seen that episode when I was 6. I don't know why. 27. It pops in my head randomly. I remember I was in college. I'm sitting in fucking accounting. And we like, accounts receivable, accounts receivable, and all this other stuff that we learned. 27 just passed through my mind. What the hell was that? 27. Where's this coming from? So I had to go and I searched, and then when I remember what a reference was, I'm like, yo, I always like this number. 27. Green Ranger wanted all the smoke. Indeed, he did. Broncos lost on Future's birthday. Damn. I really like that. Your second favorite number is 27 as well? There it is. Can I rank best coaches now who passed the torch? Okay, well, for one, Belichick still has it because he's still going. Belichick still has it because he's still going. Then the 90s. No, I'm not going to. Oh, my God. Look at the feet. Happy feet ass man. Happy feet on the damn carry right there. Super speed. Noel and Landry pretty much carry it through the 80s and the 80s and 70s. Noel and Landry pretty much carried from the 80s and 70s from Lombardi. So it go Lombardi to Noel and Landry. No, Noel, Landry, Shula. Before Lombardi is Hallis. So Hallis to Lombardi, Lombardi to Shula, Shula to Noel and Landry, Noel and Landry to Bill Walsh, Bill Walsh to Jimmy Johnson was too short-lived, so I can't even say Jimmy Johnson. Oh yeah. Before Paul Brown, I probably could go Paul Brown. No, I think Lombardi was a bit. Yeah, probably before Lombardi, Paul Brown. So Hallis, Paul Brown, Lombardi, Shula, Noel, and Landry. Noel and Landry. Who the hell could I give it to Noel and Landry between Noel and Landry and then Belichick? Who the hell would I, in the 90s, who would I give the damn torch to for coaching? Not Shanahan, not Holmgren. I really don't want to say Jimmy Johnson. Ah, yes. Parcells, thank you. Parcells. Thank you, Parcells. I can't have Madden in there as well. So it'd be like a four-way holding of it between Madden and no, I wouldn't go Allen. No, not Allen. Fuck was the Vikings coach name? Grant, Bud Grant, no. But Madden, Shula, Landry, Noel. Yo, Checo got some fast-ass feet, bruh. That Checo, man. Oh, whoa. That could be a flag. Yo, you can't be getting in people's face. What's wrong with him? Gibbs in the 80s? Actually, yes. Walsh and Gibbs in the 80s. No, Bum Phillips, no. Man said John Gruden. Would you stop it? Geezer put two on and say, hey, Chiseled, let me know when you're ready. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean, Geezer? What does that mean? Let you know when I'm ready. Ready for what? What are you talking about? Paul Bear Bryant is college. What are you talking about? This Pacheco guy, fast as hell, bro. Man came from Rutgers? Sheesh. Well, around my way. Schottenheimer does not get the credit he deserves, man. This Pacheco guy, it reminded me of Kareem Hunt's coming out party. Token black guy said was talking to this chick for a month and was supposed to meet up today and ghosted you. Damn, it be like that. You got to charge it to the game. You got to charge it to the game. You got to charge it to the game. It be like that. The new God of War is very good. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Where am I from? You're from Hawaii. I'm from New York. Oh, boy, here come Patrick Mahomes. They got a holding call. This is coming back. Good job breaking that up, because if that was an interception, it would have stood. This is coming back on a holding. There's no way they should throw a flag right now and have that, penalized on the charges. Offsides? What? There was a blatant hold, so there's offsetting penalties. Chips Ahoy, Kyle Van Noy went offsides. Did he move too early? But there still was a hold. That's a no, okay. All right. Never mind then. I thought there was a hold there. I guess he didn't grab enough of the jersey. I saw Chips Ahoy, Kyle Van Noy go down. I figured there was a hold. I guess not. I thought that was enough for them to call hold. I guess not. Kyle Van Chips Ahoy, Kyle Van Noy. Steelers fan reside in Colorado Springs, not bad. Liddy Lindo said, "You're not the only one. It's happening too. Just move on, token. A lot of fish in the sea." Hey, I know that feeling of getting ghosted, man. That shit sucks. But ultimately, you got to look at it like, hey, man, you know what? It is what it is, and move forward. Especially if you never actually met the person. Because consider it like, all right, it's a month. That's 30 days, right? All right, you guys spoke 30 days. Cool. How many days are in a year? Well over 30. So since that's the case, just get right back to it. Tony Dungeons for the 2000s. There's a lot of different, but Belichick is far and away the 2000s guy. Here we go. The Chiefs are driving, ladies and gentlemen. The Chiefs are driving. 2nd and 2. Play action fake. Not even really a play action fake. It's just a regular handoff. I don't know why I said that. Whoa, AJ World. What you talking about, brother? What you talking about? Oh, and I got my tickets to DreamCon. I was able to finally secure myself some tickets to DreamCon, so I'm excited about that. And also BlurredCon as well. And I believe those will be the 2 cons that I attend next year. Shout out to the new patrons joining the group. Welcome. 3rd and inches here. Hand off to Pacheco going. Oh, no. Did he lose the football? Oh, no, he didn't. He just stopped short. He just stopped short. Oh, they're going to kick a field goal here. Okay, well, there it is. Well, I'll be damned. Really? Interesting. The more you know. Huh. That cable? No, it's not. Field goal through the uprights, and it's good. Four-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 4-point game. The Chargers squander 3 points, and we say,
and now no charges, no. 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 And now no charge.
no charges. No. What's wrong with them? No charges. No. He's taking L's. That's what's happening. Damn, they lost in the playoffs. That's a shame. They took an L. What do I think about WWE and YouTuber Rick Boogs? I didn't know he was a YouTuber. I did not know this. The more you know. Pete Carroll is better than Andy Reid. I disagree. Please, Chargers choke. It's a possibility. It could happen. Who plays tomorrow? In Mexico City, tomorrow is who is playing tomorrow? Golly, my memory just shot. It just went blank. It is tomorrow is the 49ers and Arizona Cardinals. In Mexico City, Mexico. Niners and Cardinals. 2 teams wearing red. All I know is I hope that the field has been fixed because I would hate for somebody to tear their ACL out there. I would hate for somebody to tear their ACL out there. Ain't nobody trying to freaking get injured on the field. Do I have Instagram or Twitter? I have both. I got to sit back so I don't freaking mess up my back. That's why I've been trying to sit here and make sure I get my back in alignment. Which NBA team has the most ruthless? I don't know why I keep saying ruthless fan base in basketball? Detroit, maybe? Indiana? Ruthless fan base. No, I'm bugging. Utah. I'm tripping. Utah. Whoa, wait a minute. What you mean Tennessee season? What y'all mean? What? Oh! Hendon Hooker tore his ACL? Oh, no. Wow. That's brutal, bruh. That's brutal. Jeez Louise. Hendon Hooker tore his ACL. Well, that's over for the Volunteers. They're going to have to volunteer their way out of the doggone playoffs. It's over. Shit. That's brutal. I wouldn't necessarily say goodbye to his draft stock. Say goodbye to, college championship aspirations. He'll still be drafted high, in my opinion. Actually, I think I'll take that back. Sasha Banks at War Games. I hope so. It's her hometown of Boston. I'll be there. That'd be awesome. They better take advantage here. 3rd and 1. You can't afford to not convert. You can't afford to not convert. Hand off. Eckler can't get there. He's going to be short. Listen, let me tell you something right now. I better see the punt unit. 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 Thank you. The fuck wrong with if Brandon Staley gone for it right there, we would have had problems. How many times have we seen Brandon Staley go for it on his side of the field, deep on his side of the field? Oh, we inside our own 20? Let's go for it. We at our 37? Let's go for it. Don't do nothing stupid. Punt the football away. Thank the Lord they punted. I had enough of Brandon Staley and his horse shit. Sir, 215 said, you're going to follow me now. I appreciate that. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. King said, my thoughts on the Ravens. They're starting to get it together. Today was a rough spell for them. They did not play their best football. But a win is a win. So we'll see how they bounce back. A win is a win. So we'll see how they bounce back. My thoughts on the NFC North game. The Browns are garbage. Alongside Pittsburgh being garbage, Cincinnati is starting to figure it out, and the Ravens won 4 in a row. And they're playing very good football for the most part, outside of, the first 50 minutes of that game. Steven said, you're from South Carolina, and you were tailgating at the game when he got injured. I tore my ACL last year playing football in school. It's a injury you would not wish on anybody. Correct. I've seen a lot of different people with torn ACLs. It is not very fun. NFL News said you're going to the Lakers and 76ers game. Hey man, enjoy yourself. Who's winning the Heisman? I'm not sure. Who would I have winning the Heisman? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Who do I think is the best kick? Well, the best kickers passing the torch? Justin Tucker from Vinatieri. Vinatieri from Morton Anderson. And then Morton Anderson, pretty much, Morton Anderson had to take off my goddamn socks. My damn feet started sweating profusely. Had to take off my socks. My feet started sweating crazy. Anybody else got sweaty feet? My feet always be sweating. Crazy. I don't understand why. I got sweaty feet. Janikowski, stop it. He got a big leg, but he wasn't that guy. Travis Kelce, he got 3 catches, 62 yards, but outside of that early first quarter, he's done virtually nothing. Well, first half, really. No, I should say the first 3 drives. This man said Roberto Aguayo. Dread King said, salute Chiseled. Chat mods members going to sleep, getting ready for your first and second job. One more shot for DFJ. Rest in peace. Yes, indeed. Where's my beverage? Here we go. One last time for the one time. To Jason David Frank. Derwin James, a grown man. Derwin James, a grown man. Here we go. 2nd and 17. Huge sack there from Derwin James. I'm ashy and sweaty at the same time. You ain't right. What a breakup. It went from what a catch to what a breakup. Now the Chargers are playing defense in those powder blues. Now they playing defense. The Proud Prince Chu said, "You follow me on IG, but I don't respond. I don't respond to your DMs." Clay went for 41. Oh no, Clay went for 41, and Curry went for 33 and 15. You want to know? Why it's incredibly difficult to go ahead and get the DMs now? Let's see if I can showcase. Wow, they get the first down. That's ridiculous. Let me see if I could load how much DMs I get per day. What the hell? There's an Adonis burner on Instagram? We had an Adonis burner on Instagram. Hilarious. Man, there's an Adonis burner on Instagram now. But I get about, I want to say 70 to 80 DMs per day. New DMs, that is. So it's not like if you were around during 2016 to 2019 when I used to respond to every single DM, we would have been able to go back and forth, but Lord knows I ain't got the time for that no more. But I get to some DMs when I can. Kidney Bean, for 5 on it, said, I'm back from the Air Force. So you know what time that means. You need your 14 grams. This man done went to the air, came back down, and said he ain't moving until he get his 14 grams of what?
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Who was on crack?
Mahomes' arm strength is crazy. I'm shocked he was able to get that football all the way down to out of bounds, dog. I thought he was done for. He somehow was able to escape getting sacked there. Pump fake was crazy, and then he's able to get the football away. There was a free shot to take him down and failed, and he was still able to get the football away. My God, that dude's a wizard. Who has a better arm, Josh or Patrick? I say Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen got a great arm, but I think Patrick Mahomes got the best arm in the league. Am I going to watch NCAA basketball? Probably the championship in some of the games in the tournament. Rage for 5 on said, what's happening, Adonis? I just want to say Justin Fields ain't worth jack. He just don't got that clutch gene. He's developing. He's getting better, but he's still got a long way to go. 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Oh, here comes a rush on Mahomes. Beautiful pass, and it's caught. Yo, this man nearly got ran. Was that Derwin James who was back there in coverage? Who was trying to step up to get the tackle? Golly, I think it was Derwin James. Shit. Right in front of him. Golly, hey, Chargers need to stop here, bro. This is the momentum shift right here. McKinnon gets outside. That's a gain of 6. They're going to give him 6. Ernest said, boy, getting donations after donations and more gifts. And TJ Watt is back. Yes, indeed he is. Catching interceptions at the line and shit. I'm so disappointed Pittsburgh couldn't get the W. I don't know if that's their first time losing in Color Rush or whatever the case may be, but I was very disappointed at the fact that they did take an L. Josh Allen or John Elway. McKinnon's going nowhere. Yet another third. Oh! Man nearly got freaking gut-wrench suplexed, and now it's on Patrick Mahomes to pull out a miracle out of his ass as we get ready to go into the fourth quarter. Sean said, do I think that the Titans are going to run it up on the weak-ass Bengals next week? I actually think the Titans will win that game, and Derrick Henry will have a hell of a game. I think Henry's going to have a hell of a game, and most of his yards are going to come in the second half because they're going to try to stack the box, and then Tannehill is going to surprise them because he's going to be the motherfucker who's running. Then they're going to keep a linebacker to try to keep, they're going to keep the linebacker to try to keep him home, but then all of a sudden the play action is going to start going crazy. Then when the play actions start going crazy and Tannehill's able to make some connections, now they're going to play a little bit soft. Midway through the third quarter to the fourth quarter, Derrick Henry will be loose. We are entering the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Edgar said, who do I have as my top 10 running backs this season? Top 10 is a big-ass goddamn field of players. But Henry, Chubb, Barkley, Cook, Singletary, Jacobs. Sorry, Breece Hall, but you got hurt. Mixon, Eckler, Jamal Williams, yes. Tony Pollard. Cordell Patterson. I'm bugging. Did I say Singletary? I'm tripping. I'll move. I'll switch Patterson with Singletary. No, McCaffrey, no. Henry put 20 on it. Says, "Sup, Chiseled at Buffalo Wild Wings with the homies. Arthur and Abdemi got the Ford F-150 Gooner truck parked outside. The seats are oily as fuck and got chiseled seat covers." What does that mean? Chiseled seat covers? Like you got seat covers that been at the gym? About to snatch up folks with your oily hands. Hashtag hoodwinked. Hashtag turn around. What do you mean by that? You about to start snatching people up. What, sir, what could you possibly be insinuating? Joshua put 10 on and said, yo, what's up, Mr. Chiseled Adonis? My boy, how about them Cowboys? They showing up, they showing out. Travis said, booty goons. That's apparently what's going on right there. I don't know what's happening. He's getting crazy out there. Proud Prince Kerr said, me and his wife are both disappointed in the Steelers. Ain't that the truth? But ladies and gentlemen, you already know it's the final 15 minutes of the game, so you know what that means. Sound the alarm. Ladies gentlemen, we have entered the final period of this football game, where it's time to put up or shut up in this AFC West showdown. Can the Kansas City Chiefs pull off the comeback as Travis Kelce goes into the end zone for what I believe is his 10th touchdown of the season as the Chiefs take the lead? Or can the Chargers now take their receipt to the sperm bank and get their comeback in your 2022 NFL Week 11 Sunday Night Football game highlight commentary as I welcome you to the fourth quarter? It's time. It's time. Welcome to the world of Travis Kelce. I said welcome, yeah, to the world of Travis Kelce. Welcome, what? To the land of Travis Kelce. Welcome, yeah, to the world of Travis Kelce. Leading the league in touchdown receptions. I believe that should be number 9. That boy's a problem. That boy a problem. He's a problem. Stop playing with him. He's a beast. Kidding me? Did he just tie? I think he tied Devontae Adams or passed Devontae Adams. No, I think he tied him. Yeah, I think he tied him. Yeah, on the season, he has... No, he's got 2 today. That should give him 10. Yeah, I think he has the most. Yeah, I think he passed Devontae Adams. No, Devontae Adams had 2 today. Yeah, so they're tied. Both have 10 apiece. They both got 10 apiece. Travis Kelce's a beast, man. That's a future first ballot Hall of Famer right there. The Chargers have lost the lead, and you know what we say.
And now no charges, no. 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 And now no charges, no.
And now no charges, no. Oh, man. And now no charges, no. Can they pull off the comeback with 14 minutes left to go here in the fourth? 3-point deficit right now for the Chargers. Good Lord. Demetrius said, out of these 3 head coaches, who is the one person who should be fired most? Brandon Staley, Nathaniel Hackett, or Steve Wilkes? Personally, I have a vendetta against Brandon Staley, but if you was to tell me between those 3, Nathaniel Hackett got to go. But for my own personal, douchebag reasons, get Staley the fuck out of here. But of the 3, Hackett has got to go. Period. Hackett has got to go. Tevin said, your girlfriend is Haitian. Do I have any pointers on keeping her happy? Well, for one, it's not on you to keep her happy. All you can do is add to her happiness. Happiness comes from within. I think one of the biggest lies that we were ever told was the fact that you have to make somebody happy. Oh, no. You have to make yourself happy, right? All you can do is add to the happiness. Now, as for things, because she's Haitian, what can you do to aid in, growing that happiness? For one, ask her what it is that she likes to do, right? So you identify the different things that she likes to do and frequent or whatever the case may be, and you incorporate that into your relationship. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, I'm not saying don't do anything that you don't like to do. Now, if that's the case, then you'd mess around and you'd be simping because you're just doing shit that you really don't want to do, and you never get a chance to actually do shit that you want to do. But incorporate things that she's interested in and what things that she likes to do. If she likes to fucking dance in the kitchen or whatever the case may be, then you go over and dance in the kitchen. You guys like to go for runs or I should say walk or dance in the rain. You go and you dance in the rain. You just incorporate those little things that people find interest in, and then that can aid in keeping somebody happy. And then, of course, if you happen to step into the kitchen, try to learn how to cook up some Haitian meals. 2nd and 4 from the 41. Peyton Patuan said, Staley offers me a position on his staff. What am I doing? Oh, I'm pulling up because I could punch him directly in the face during practice. I promise you, if I was to ever work directly around Brandon Staley, I'm putting hands on him. Ain't no way you about to survive without me putting hands on you. I'm sorry. Well, why is Keenan Allen on the sideline? What's going on? Is he just getting a breather? They throwing the football. Keenan Allen needs to be on the football field. Have I played any of the God of War games? No, I haven't, but the Unchiseled has. Dance in the rain style of Boondocks. Indeed. Did they pick up the first down? Yes, they did. Sean Michaels said Val Kilmer. I'm your Huckleberry. Oh, there's a snap count for Allen. Okay. But if they got him operate on a snap count, now's the time that he needs to be out there, period. Because I know Williams had left the game early, and I haven't seen him since. But if you got Allen on a snap count, I think you might want to. Shit, man. I wonder how many counts did they have so far then? There's Eckler, picks up the first down. You got it. I think they're probably going to keep Allen on the sideline until the red zone then, if that's the case. Dice King said, yes, don't end up like me. Found out the little girl my ex had in July wasn't even mine. Yes, that's some bullshit. What? Bro, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That shit would have drove me up a wall because whenever people always talk about, why there's a lot of apprehension towards relationships or marriage or whatever the case may be, we are a generation that grew up on Maury and Jerry Springer. So what did we see? Well, there it is. Keenan Allen. Oh, my God. Did he lose the football? He should be down by contact. Did the football come out? Wait a minute. They said it's Chiefs football. We're going to have to take a look at the replay here. We're going to have to take a look at the replay here. Was he down by contact, or did he actually indeed fumble that football? I want to see the replay here. Yes, and Steve Wilkos as well. But we're a generation who grew up on freaking Maury and all this other stuff. If you are not the father, and you would see people absolutely devastated who actually wanted to be, what they actually confirmed it as a turnover. I need to see the replay. They are not showing us a replay. He's down. Oh, no, he's not. That's a fumble. No. Damn. Discount J. Cole is not going to be having a good time. He's already on a snap count, and he put the ball on the ground. Jeez Louise. But we're a generation who grew up on that, right? So we're already walking with fear. Nope, a man's biggest fear is raising a child that's not his, right? Thinking that it is his. Some people, oh man, this step. I'm not the father, but I'm the father that stepped up. Yeah, but nobody wants to be deceived, right? That shit is fucking pain. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. Jordan said, "Why do I hate the Chiefs?" Yo, I don't hate the Chiefs. I don't hate the Chiefs. Discount J. Cole is not having a good time right now. With the doggone fumble, King Vine said Allen must have COVID. He's coughing up the ball. What the Chargers doing? They cooking up apple turnovers. What they cooking apple turnovers. Turnovers. What? Why? Because Halloween may have ended, but what was Keenan Allen's favorite Halloween meal? His favorite Halloween candy. butter, 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 butterfingers, 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 butter, 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 butterfingers, 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 butter, 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 butterfingers, 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 butter, 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 butterfingers, 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 butterfingers. Come on now. What is he doing? What are they doing? And now the Chiefs are in a situation where they could possibly put this game on ice. They could put this game on ice, ladies and gentlemen. Because Keenan Allen decided to go out there and cook up butter, 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 butterfingers, 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 butter, 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 butterfingers, 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 butter, 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 butterfingers, 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 butter, 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 butterfingers, 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 butterfingers. Come on now. What are they doing? Get it together. Out there putting the ball on the ground. Their defense needs to make a play. Oh, coming back to the football to move the chains for the Kansas City Chiefs. And now you got to be at least a little concerned if you're a Chargers fan. Why? Because the Chiefs have put together long drives before. You don't want to have a situation in which they completely milk time off the clock to make it a two-possession game. So what you're going to want to do is have to get a stop here. It's imperative that you get a stop here. Henry put 2 on and said, Chiseled, we bros, you coming over Thanksgiving. Who said we bros? I'm not coming for Thanksgiving. You out of your mind? This man's name is Henry the Ruler, a.k.a. check underneath your bed. What part of the game is this? Oh, my God. Pateco picks up 9. King Vines for 2 on said, L.A. Chargers, a.k.a. Falcons West. Seahawks said, I miss Frank Clark. I wish he still played on our team. Well, Edgar said, Mac is awfully quiet. Yeah, there hasn't been any. I'm not even sure. Is Khalil Mack been on the field today, or is he hurt? Khalil Mack's been on the field today. Shit, he has 1 tackle today. That's it. I can't even lie to you, dog. I don't even remember seeing Khalil Mack out there. I didn't even remember seeing Khalil Mack out there. I thought man's missed the game. Oh, Pacheco done went over 100 yards. Well, first 100-yard rusher for the Chiefs since week 4 of last year. Oh, Lord. Where is Khalil Mack? This is when you need a game wrecker on the field, man. You need somebody who can make a play. Is Mack a Hall of Famer? I'm not even going to lie to you, dog. His first year in Chicago had people kind of saying, yo, this guy's going to be a future Hall of Famer, but I don't know right now. I can't say he's a lock. I can't say Khalil Mack's a lock. I wish I could say that he is, but I can't say Khalil Mack's a lock for the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. I can't. I simply can't. His career in Oakland and then the beginning of his career in Chicago had me sitting there like, yo, this guy's gonna be going to the Hall of Fame, but I can't say that he's a lock. Oh, McKinnon's an idiot. Oh, ball on the ground. It's loose. Chargers need to get. Oh my God, did they get it? Yes, they did. Chargers get the football back. Chargers get the football back. Chargers get the football back. You needed a play. And Khalil Mack was on the field. He didn't really participate in the, in the recovery or whatever the case may be. But the Chargers make a play and they get the football back. And we say,
And now go Chargers, go. 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 And
now we wait. With a little under 7 minutes left to play, can the Chargers make something happen? They desperately needed to stop. They got to turn over even better. They got to transmogrify this into points. It is imperative that they transmogrify this into points. They cannot afford to squander this opportunity. Oh, boy. All right, I want to know in the comment section right now, who y'all do you see a touchdown happening? Touchdown or field goal? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or a punt? What is the future of this drive for the Chargers right here? Touchdown, field goal, punt, or a turnover? What would you say is going to transpire here for this Chargers drive? You just forced a fumble. You got the football back. What do you think the Chargers are going to do? Touchdown, fumble, turnover, or a punt? Damn. Marquise immediately said, yo, they about to give the football right back. They turned the son bitch over. They're due a TD from Eckler. All right. Field goal. Punting Grenade. Punting Bonanza. You need a field goal to keep your fantasy, keep your parlay alive? Okay. An Allen TD. All right. Joseph Day was the one who actually made the stop. Ain't he the same dude who's on the podcast with Mike Tyson? Joseph Day's the one who's on the podcast with Mike Tyson, ain't he? Here we go. Handoff there, going absolutely nowhere. Ah, shit. I seen more field goal than everything else right there. And Keenan Allen is hype. He's like, man, y'all made up for my early fumble. Now I just got to make sure we could go out there and make up for it. They got to go and make up for it. Keenan Allen's on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Staley rush touchdown. You better stop it. You better stop it. Let that man pad up. I need him to get laid out. Oh, Justin Herbert's about to run. Oh, he ran with determination on his mind. Herbert ran with everything that he had in his soul. There we go. I think this is easier. Time for some drama in the building. What's going on? I've been trying to get this damn mic to where I can sit straight in this damn chair and not lean and the mic not be too damn far or too close. I think I'm good right here. Shamir said you just went to NYC for the first time and seen a couple of rats playing manhunt. Well, welcome to New York. That sounds about right. Welcome to New York. Joe Lombardi needs to be fired. He is awful. That is indeed what they are saying. $5:15 left here to play in this game. Play action fake. Oh, get rid of the ball, Herbert. Get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball. Oh, wow. He slid. Throw the ball away. Why? You have a receiver right there. Why would you slide and take a loss of 1 and keep the clock moving? I don't understand that. Why? Throw the football away. Throw the football away. I think he was afraid somebody was directly behind him. I think he was afraid somebody was directly behind him, so he didn't want to throw the football or possibly get stripped. I would have thrown that football away. You don't want to take that that oh Jesus, and now he gets sacked. And now he gets sacked. Golly. What the hell? The Chargers didn't even try to block him. They never saw him coming. Nobody ever saw him. They never saw him coming. Ah, man. And the Chargers, or I should say Herbert was the least sacked quarterback in the NFL, and he took 4 today. Oh, he's going deep. Who's down? Oh, what a catch! What a catch! Keenan Allen, oh my God, that's beautiful right there. That's beautiful right there. 3rd and long, Keenan Allen with an absolute strike, or I should say Herbert with a strike to Allen. That's why he's amongst the best in the league. Beautiful catch. Beautiful throw. If you're the Chiefs, you can't make that mistake. That's absolutely crazy. 3rd and freaking forever, and you allow that to get converted. Keenan Allen with 5 catches for 96 yards. Here come the Chargers. Hand off to Austin Eckler, and that mulatto takes it inside the 15. And now things are getting interesting. Now you can kind of play and manipulate the clock here. Now you can play a little bit with the clock here. Because with leverage, you can find the end zone. Or I should say, you can slowly milk the clock and work your way inside the 5, right? If I'm Los Angeles, I'm not taking any shots towards the end zone. I'm trying to stay in a situation where I can pick up the first down. Great job. Don't step out of bounds, Austin Eckler. Pick up the first, get down. All right, perfect. Take it to the 2-minute warning. Shit. Actually, no, they can't. Yeah, they're out of leverage now. They're out of leverage now. Damn, what he should have done was stop and try to set up like a 3rd and 1. That's what he should have did. That's what he should have did. Yeah, he should have stopped at the. I'd have took my dumb ass would have took a knee. Well, then it just shit ain't mattering. So you got to take what you got to get. You still losing right now. So fair enough. Fair enough. This shit ain't mattering. This shit is real life. Fuck, I'm talking about. This shit ain't mattering. This real life. Did Keenan get touched? Wait a minute. Did Keenan Allen get touched? I think he just gave up that football. Well, when I do the commentary, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. The Chiefs might just have too much time. For one, the Chargers have to score a touchdown. That's number one. The Chargers have to score a touchdown. The Chiefs have all of their timeouts remaining. So since that's the case, if I'm Brandon Staley, I think I would consider running the football on a couple of these downs, because you don't want to have a situation where you give the Chiefs the football back, because ultimately you're going to give them the football back. Do you want to give them the football back with their timeouts or without their timeouts? Oh, he touched the heel? Well, there it is. Alan said you just subscribed to the Patreon. Hey, welcome. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. How much time is it? Oh, wow, it's 11:04. Jeez Louise. Who knew? Oh, wow. Who knew this game was a bit faster than I thought? Interesting. It's 11:04. Let me move up the commentary. Let me set the commentary to premiere at 11:30. We ain't got to wait until 11:45. Let me set it for 11:30. Unless, of course, they kick a field goal and then now we go to overtime. Because I had initially predicted perhaps this game might go a little longer. I guess not. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see here, because you're in a situation where first and goal here. What do? You don't want to leave them with all this time, but you need a touchdown because you don't want to have a field. Oh my God. Okay. I think the ball got ricocheted and he kept it himself. So here we go. Now, obviously, you're going to let time go down. Kansas City used the timeout. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. The ball got batted back into his hands. That was already going to be a bad situation, too. In fact, he's lucky that the ball got batted because that would have been undercutted and intercepted. They have to score. You don't want to settle for a field goal. It's much better to take the touchdown. You can't, well, I say take the touchdown like it's like freaking easy to get. But you don't want to settle for a field goal here. They have to score a touchdown. You're not in a situation where you can play the game. Like, for example, if they set up a 3rd and 1, right, and then they went to the 2-minute warning, then they picked up the first down and then had 1st and goal inside the 2-minute warning, they got a little bit of leverage now. That's why I said perhaps if I was Eckler, I would fall down and set up 3rd and inches. Oh, wow, Carter. He missed him, but he got Allen. No, that's Palmer. Touchdown. There's 1:46 on the clock, but that's a touchdown for the Chargers, ladies and gentlemen. That's a touchdown for the Chargers. Make a little noise.
And now go Chargers, go. 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 And now go Chargers, go.
And now go Chargers, go. As they take the lead here on Sunday Night Football, and the human penis, Dicker the kicker, lines up for the extra point, and it is through the uprights and good. 4-point lead for Los Angeles with 1:46 left to play here in an AFC West battle. All right. And now, trailing by 4, here comes Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes. Can he make a play? And you know what's interesting? Today, we have seen numerous multi-touchdown games, ranging from Jamal Williams, ranging from Samaje Perine, ranging from Tony Pollard. Can Travis Kelce join their ranks? Hell, Ezekiel Elliott had a multi-touchdown game as well. Travis Kelce got 2 today. Devontae Adams had 2. You guys think Travis Kelce is going to get himself the game-winning touchdown? I think so. But with the extra point, let me ask you a question. When you add 7 to 20, what number do you get? When you add 4 to 23, what number do you get? When you subtract 3 from 30, what number do you get?
27.
27.
27.
27.
27 27 27 27 27
Shatash.
27 27
27.
27
27.
27.
27 27
27.
27 27
27.
27
27.
27
27.
17
27.
27
27
Incept.
27. Vincent, 27. Right now is the score for the Chargers leading over the Kansas City Chiefs. The 4-time reigning defending undisputed AFC West champions. Actually, Could it be 5 times? Maybe 6. How many division titles do the Chiefs have in a row? Chiefs. How many division titles do the Chiefs have in a row? They were, Jesus Christ, they've won the division every year since 2016. That is now, they've got 6 in a row, and this year would make it 7. Good Lord. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. Wow. Call me Owen Wilson. Wow. Here comes Mahomes. Pass. Wow, what the hell? They want an offensive pass interference. They're not going to get it. 135 on the clock there. Oh, what the hell is Mahomes doing? This man is swinging towards the ground. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here, pussy. What? You thought you could fly over here and be a gnat in my presence, you piece of shit? Oh, here comes Mac. Here comes Mac. Make a play, Mac. Make it. God damn it, Mac. Mahomes runs, and he's going to pick up about 7. God damn it. Khalil Mack was on the hunt, but Mahomes was able to escape and get out of bounds. Second down, second down, second down. Mack was right there. Got to make a play. It didn't work out in his favor. But here come the Kansas City Chiefs. I think Travis Kelce going to have the game-winning touchdown here. Travis said, throw that shit out the window. I got to catch it first. 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line. They are nearing midfield. Is Bosa playing? No, he is not. Where is Travis Kelce? Oh, there he is. Oh, they should run a corner with Kelce. No, they're going to keep him right there trying to get like a screen. Oh, what is Mahomes going to do? Got to throw the football away. Just gets it away. And it's going to set up a 3rd and 4. This is 4-down territory regardless. This is 4-down territory regardless. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not eligible to return back to this game. How is Mahomes slow yet fast? Well, I wish I knew. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Antonio with 2 on it. Said, you said happiness is within. How do you get it? How do you get happy? Well, for one, you have to identify what kind of person that is that you are. So you got to figure out, what is it that you like doing? What are things that actually bring you excitement? What are things that put a smile on your face? Oh, Jesus Christ. Nearly. Oh, but there's laundry on the field. I think they might get him for defensive holding. Ah, shit. It's about to be an automatic first down. So, Antonio, to answer your question, you said happiness is from within. How do you get happy? Well, for one, you have to identify things that actually bring you joy, right? Now, granted, a lot of people can go through a very traumatic kind of life. You can go through a lot of different shit, right? Things that don't bring you any kind of happiness. However, there are moments in which you found yourself laughing uncontrollably. There are moments in which you find yourself, smiling profusely. There are times in which you find yourself, elated and filled with all kinds of happiness. So with that being the reality of the situation, you've got to identify the things that bring you joy, right? And you constantly do those things. And then when you find yourself in that state of happiness, you find a way to maintain that feeling and have that funnel into everything else that you do, right? Let's just say you find going to work rather, depressing per se. You can hold on to the feelings of what it is that brought you happiness, and now you can find yourself going to work actually being a bit happy because it creates a level of gratefulness. Pass caught. Inside the 35, the Chiefs moving the football. Now that you have that level of gratitude that's already inside of you, you're able to level yourself being a happy person. If you focus too much on external things, then you'll find yourself in a situation in which you become dependent, and you don't want to have that situation happen. Mahomes is going to use his feet. 40 seconds. He's going to run to the 16-yard line. Now you can call a timeout. Now you got to call a timeout. Good job. See, people who know how to utilize their clock. He's a runner. He's a track star. He run away when it gets hard. So, with that being the reality of the situation, when you're searching for that happiness, That's what you do. You have to first take a look at what brings you joy, what puts a smile on your face. You constantly do those things. And then when you continually do those things, it'll lift your morale naturally. Then you're going to be navigating through life with that high level of morale. You're going to be navigating through life with that high level, or I should say the high level of optimism and a high spirit. Then it funnels into everything else that you do. Then you just find a way to keep that same feeling. 37 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 37 seconds on the clock right now. Kansas City driving, trailing by 4. One timeout on the clock here. I personally believe Travis Kelce's going to win the football game. There's a pass over to Kelce. One-on-one with Derwin James into the end zone. I called it. Touchdown, Kelce. Touchdown, Kelce. Touchdown, Kelce. His third on the day. He exposed his left testicle, exposed his right testicle, and now his entire nutsack as he passes Devontae Adams for the most receiving touchdowns on the year, and Travis Kelce has his second 3-touchdown game of this season. Earlier on, he had a 4-touchdown game, and he beat Derwin James to get there with the hat trick. And the PAT through the uprights and good. Kansas City by 3. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. It wasn't too hard to predict. It's not like I'm Nostradamus over here. I could tell once they ran the cross, that's exactly what was going to happen, bruh. Oh, Lord. Chiefs lead by 3, and now the pressure is on Los Angeles. But when Los Angeles lost the lead, what did we say?
And now no charges, no. 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 And now no charges, no.
And now no charges, no. And now no charges, no. Why is it that every Chiefs and Chargers game is damn near an instant classic, says Peyton? Man, you got 2 high-octane offenses, 2 offenses that are absolute heavy hitters that can make something happen. And you know what? You know what? This game not even over yet. I promise you, this game is not over yet. Because Justin Herbert from Family Guy can definitely make something happen. But they've got 3 timeouts, 31 seconds. Let's see if they can make something happen and force overtime. I'll have to, if they make something happen, I'm going to have to push the premiere back to 11:45. Herbert, oh, Jesus Christ, Herbert. What the hell was that? Timeout, 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 timeout. What the hell was that? Herbert thought he saw something to try to run, and he hesitated. Oh, man. Oh, man. Chris Jones, who was the laziest player in the NFL last year after he got paid, actually remembered why he got paid and decided he wanted to play football. And it's too easy for Patrick Mahomes. Why? Because it's free real estate. I almost forgot to play it. I'm going to put it at the end of the game if the Kansas City Chiefs happen to go out there and win. One way or another. Here comes Herbert. Oh, get rid of the football. Get rid of the football. Passes intercepted. It's over. Ricocheted and picked off by Kansas City. This game is over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. That's how they lose. Oh, Lord. You could always bank on the Chargers choking. Sunny days. Everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Storms will come. This we know for sure. This we know for sure. Can you stand the rain? What? These motherfuckers blow it once again. And the Kansas City Chiefs come from behind, led by Patrick Kermit from Mahomes. What did I tell you? You left too much time on the clock. You thought you could go down the field and score within 2 minutes, but I had 3 timeouts. And on top of that, I had over 1 minute and 30 seconds. Then the Chiseled Adonis, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual D, Chiseled Adonis said that Travis Kelce scored 2 touchdowns. He's probably going to score a 3rd one. So I already heard that, and I said, man, you know what? My wife, she's kind of annoying. My brother, he's kind of annoying. My daughter, she's watching, and I love her, and she's not annoying. America likes her. So I'm going to go out there and throw a 3 touchdown for Travis Kelce because I'm going to do it for my daughter. And I'm also going to do it for Miss Piggy because Miss Piggy should have been my wife. But I chose, Brittany Matthews. I regret doing that decision, but I can't divorce her now. I signed a contract with $500 million. One way or another, it's too easy for me because it's free real estate. But I got to put on the video for free real estate. I can't just say it myself. Because every time I go down the field and I throw a touchdown, it's too easy for myself, who's Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Kermit Frog Mahomes. Why? Because
it's free real estate. It's free real estate. It's free real estate. It's free real estate. It's free real estate.
the Chargers every single week appear to participate in the Belladonna, Pinky, Eva Angelina, Riley Reed, Jada Stevens, Alexis Texas. I've been taking logs of the names that y'all wrote down earlier. Blowjob Challenge. Blowjob Bonanza. They out there on their knees choking, and when it came down to somebody needing to make a play, the Chargers got destroyed. They got beat. Travis Kelce took out his nutsack and rubbed it all over their defense. And once again, they come up short. They take an L, and we say,
and now no charges, no. 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 And now no charges.
And now no charges, no. As the Kansas City Chiefs tells the Los Angeles Chargers to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train. Because
you lose.
I said
You lose.
once more.
You lose.
Your quest of a W in the AFC West was nothing but a
failure. Failure. Failure.
failure. Nothing but a failure. Because when the game was on the line, what did you do? When you needed to convert and move the chains in an effort to force overtime, what did you do? When you took the lead and you had under 2 minutes left to play and you needed to stop, what did you do? When Travis Kelce got done stroking your backside, what came out of your poop chute? Because you've been nothing but absolute shit. Like, goddamn shame. I don't need Russell Wilson to step out here to let you know it's unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited. Y'all get cooked again, and Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes once again owns you guys. And tonight, don't even prepare 4 days from now to have Thanksgiving, because what are you eating tonight?
Fresh hot ales, 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 fresh hot ales.
On a night where Travis Kelce had his 33rd game with 100 yards, the most in NFL history, the goddamn Chiefs walk away with another W on prime time, and the Chargers continue to get owned. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled, Adonis. We have the premiere of the commentary going live momentarily in about 10 minutes. Let me take a look at these donations before I head up out of here. Come on, Omar Patuan said, thoughts on doing World Cup commentary. It will be Patreon exclusive because copyright is no joke. Top shot up a 5 on it said, sorry I'm late. Man, did the Vikings get cooked. Indeed, they did. The Vikings got absolutely destroyed. But I'll tell you who else got destroyed. Brandon Staley's job, because I need this man on unemployment at the conclusion of this season. I am tired of seeing him on a sideline collecting a check. I'm tired of seeing this man go out there and call stupid plays on 4th down or 3rd down or 1st down or 2nd down or period. I don't know who the hell's that midget black guy all the way back there, but get that man out the shot one way or another. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. I will be live in the premiere of the commentary momentarily, slightly before I find myself going to sleep. I appreciate you guys tuning in to the broadcast here tonight, and I bid you adieu until tomorrow for Monday Night Football, live from Mexico City, Mexico, as the 49ers take on the Arizona Cardinals. Y'all have yourselves a good night. I'll see you in the premiere in approximately 10 minutes.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.